It feels like the reincarnation. Feels like I am birthed again. I am birthed again, ladies and gentlemen. From the fire and the flames and the ashes, I am here. I feel bad you died on the last day. I don't. Don't feel bad. I died very intentionally. Well, not intentionally. I took a 1v1 that I didn't have to take. I saw a lone girl, and she stared at me, and I stared at her, and we decided, honestly, to fight as equals. To stand on the field of battle, and whoever won and whoever lost, and I lost. And I DM'd her afterwards, and I said, hey, GG's, and she said, yeah, that was super fun. It was an honorable duel. I died like a fucking man. That's what I did. But like I'm saying, I feel reborn. I feel reincarnated. I am here. It's a new job. It's a new day. It's a new streaming schedule. My lighting looks like shit. It will continue to look like shit for the foreseeable future until I get lighting. But don't worry. It's coming. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to say is that like I said, this is new. This is not my normal streaming time. All of my regulars are gone. Turned to dust. Okay, they have vanished. Normally, I would be ending stream right now. This would be my end, but no, this is the beginning. This is the start. I look like so flat color-wise. I should up my saturation, but I know if I do that, I'll have to lower it back down during the weekends. I have my windows closed. It's not going to make a difference if I open my window because there is no light. It is darkness. It is shade. Okay, it was raining all day. It was terrible. It wasn't that terrible. It was honestly fine. I was inside. I can't really talk about my job a lot. I kind of want to talk about my job a lot. What do I want to listen to? I want to listen to, I want to listen to that. There is, like, literally, I can talk a little bit about my job, but I can't talk all about my job. I would like to talk a lot more about my job, but unfortunately, I cannot go into as much detail as I would like to because of non-disclosure agreements, and also it's, like, state stuff. So it is kind of, like, important in this sense that the non-disclosure agreement exists. Because if I disclose the wrong thing, then I might be, you know, there could be issues. Like actual issues, not like the fake issues we make up in our heads. No, these are the real issues that might affect the people. Let's go play some Red Ball. I haven't played this game in so long. And now that I have like infinite time and 0 people in chat, I can just grind this shit out. Oh my god, it's gonna be swell. But basically, so work was funny. Because it was raining, first of all. That was funny. Just walking through the rain and remembering what it was like to have to do it the other way around. Where it was like, I would walk through the rain. Or, no, sorry. I'm tripping. I'm focused too much on this Red Ball. And also, I just came back from work. Like, literally 30 minutes ago, I was in the office. No, but I remember walking to work. It's like a 6-minute walk. Probably closer to 8 minutes, but, you know, who can tell the difference? Right, and I walked to work, and I remember seeing it rain outside. I remember walking through that rain. I remember it's like, imagine how bad this would be if this was my last job. If I was back at Fox 40, if I was back at the studio, how bad would this be? How awful would this be? It would be terrible. It would be awful. Because I'd have to bike 5 miles through the rain. And it was raining hard. It was also decently gusty. Although, like, there were a decent amount of, like, tall buildings that blocked most of the gusts. I didn't really feel it. But it was gusty. There was definite wind. And I remember thinking to myself, like for some people, this is terrible. This is, like, the worst day of their lives. For me, this feels like I am free. It feels like I am spinning around like the person in the goddamn, the sound of the hills, the Sound of Music. That's what I'm listening to. It feels like I'm spinning around. The hills are alive with the sound of music. I feel great, dude. And so I walked in and I met a bunch of people. I met my manager, and then my other manager, and then my other manager, and then my 4th and 5th managers. This is a big department. I'm not used to this. There's a lot more stuff going on here. This is not like a small organization. This is a gigantic statewide entity. Not only is my individual department big, but it's connected to another department that's connected to another department that's connected to the Secretary of State that's connected to the government of California. Okay? There's a lot of shit going on here. All right? So I have a lot to learn. It was very overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff. But I spent most of the day doing sexual harassment training, so you know, something I'm really good at. Not sexual harassment, the training part, not the harassment part. I knew all about sexual harassment. It was great. No, hello Norxar. As you can tell, I'm streaming at different hours, and this will continue. But no, I just did that for most of the day. I sat in my cubicle. I like to make the comparison to like the Incredibles movie. Professional sexual what can I say? What can I say? I say nothing because my lawyer recommended I don't say anything. Okay. No, but what was I saying? Oh my god, I totally lost the train of thought by making that joke. Jesus Christ. Oh no, and yeah, I know, I was just doing a bunch of training and stuff. Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you, The Incredibles. Yes, that was the comparison. If you remember the Incredibles movie, where Bob goes to the office and he hates his job and he hates his fucking life and he wants to die, that office is exactly what I walked into. I walked into that office. It was the cubicles. It had the little flimsy walls up. I had my desk and my computer, and I fucking loved it. I was so happy, dude. I walked into the cubicles. I was genuinely overjoyed. I'm like, yes, this is what I wanted. When I graduated from college and I imagined myself working, this is what I imagined. I am gonna be so fucking boring. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna be so boring. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm gonna be so boring. Most people's dream, because it pays, dude. You know how much of a pay boost I got from going from like, you know, I was like in my last job, I'm like running around, I'm active, I'm constantly on my feet, constantly moving for 8 hours a day. And then I'm going to this where I'm sitting in a desk all day. And I'm getting paid like fucking 40%, 50% more. Something ridiculous. It's a crazy pay increase, dude. So it's all good things. And then I met a bunch of people, and most of them were, dude, they had a fucking signed little thing for me when I walked in. Or when I walked to my cubicle, they had like a little plaque that said, "Welcome to our department," and everybody had signed it. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't realize we were like friendly like that. Jeez, okay. But yeah, people are friendly like that. You sell your soul, you can get crazy pay. Oh, hell yes. Don't worry, I'll be very open about it. I'll be very open about my corruption. I am a corrupt individual, but I'm getting paid, so. And then I'll do like free giveaways where like I'll order a pizza to your house and I'll pay for it. I think I said I would do that for one of my fucking followers. I should do that at some point. Like a late show, like a late stream when I'm just drunk out of my ass. I'm like, fuck it, I'll buy you a pizza. Almost 30 hours of completely mindless shit. That's real. I'm starting to, I need to develop, I need to figure out how to I need to figure out where in my job I can slack off and do anything else. Because there's a bunch of other stuff I want to do. It's just a question of okay, I need to know when I can do, bullshit that's not related to my job. When I'm gonna be sitting there doing nothing, right? There's gonna be areas with that. What's up with this lighting? Dude, it's fucking night. It's night. It's nighttime, my brother. It is dark outside. All right? It's dark and it's raining. There is no light. I do look pale as shit. I can change that. Don't worry. I have the power. If I go to my camera control and I upgrade my... Look at this. Look how much color I have now. It's a little bit yellow. Everything's a little bit yellow now. But you're just gonna have to deal with that for a little bit of... This is like me and... This is like sheep in Mexico. Everything's just a little bit yellow because all the fucking... The color correctors thought, how do we convey to the audience that we're somewhere in the fucking bottom half of North America. We make it yellow. It's the way it is. Part of our desk job is figuring out when and how to not do... Of course, yeah, of course. That's what I'm going through right now. Right now, I'm getting orientated. And apparently that process is going to continue for like a couple months. Because apparently my job is like... Again, I can't tell you what my job is. I signed an NDA. For a reason. And I understand why I signed the NDA, and I totally get it. But, just know. I have to understand my job, and apparently it can be a little bit... It can be a little bit complicated. Will you ladder and showdown while at work? No, I'm going to try to be like, I don't know, try to like write something or be generally useful at some point. Write a script for a YouTube video or something, I don't know. I also got an email back from the guy at the fucking computer workshop. I sent an email to the guy at the computer workshop, and he said, yo, I saw your shit. I know what you're looking for. He gave me a initial quote of $4,100 for my PC, which I'm like, damn, great price. I sent him an email back about some other stuff that I want versus what I don't want. He had a bunch of RGB shit included because I think he thinks I'm like a fucking gamer or something, which I am, but I hate like the RGB shit. I'm sorry. I don't care about the fucking cool colors. Okay. Like my PC could come in a black box with nothing on it, and I'd be happy. Give me a black box with nothing on it. I don't care about fucking exciting lights or anything. I don't care. It means nothing to me. All I want is, does the thing work? Blue Canada lighting is an underrated cousin to Mexico. Oh yeah, of course. Like orange versus blue. It's warm versus cold. It's the classic. And so also, I'm trying to figure out what he wants for me to do with my cooler solution, because he had some like weird like suggestion of like this Thermaltake thing. I'm like, Thermaltake? What the fuck is that? I have never heard of that company. Apparently they make CPU cooling, but I don't know, because a lot of their coolers are AIO coolers, and I do not want a liquid cooler. I said that specifically. In my response, I told him, yo, I do not want a liquid cooler. If you think a liquid cooler is the only way I can cool down my CPU, which is, by the way, like basically the best CPU you can buy right now. No flex. Flex. I'm basically letting that go to him. Like, if you think I need AIO, then fucking we ball. But I would much prefer to have an air cooler than having some liquid in my machine. That's all I'm saying. Because my CPU runs hot. It does run hot. And that is like that's kind of the nature of the beast, unfortunately. That shit is going to produce a lot of heat. Because it's got a lot of cores and they run fast. Now, if I wanted to go really crazy on my CPU, I could have bought one of like the AMD Threadrippers, but those are like not good for gaming because they're all for like video production and editing where you need like fucking a million bajillion cores instead of actual fast cores. At least this is what I'm parroting from the videos and sources that I watched, okay? I'm still pretty new to this whole damn computer thing, so... I still have 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM. I still have 4 terabytes of storage. I still have 5070 Ti. I still have a 9950 whatever. He's going to do whatever he wants with the motherboard. I don't know if the motherboard matters that much, honestly. Of like which motherboard I choose. I think they're all kind of going to be the same at the end of the day, unless there's like a major vulnerability. But I assume the computer guy is like, he's not stupid. Or, I mean, he comes from a small shop, so maybe he's either trying to, like, rip me the fuck off, or, I don't know. The price seems okay, so I'm not super mad about anything right now. We'll see what his email back is, though. I think that's the interesting thing. See what he says about my request, and then we'll kind of go from there. And if so, I'll rip the money out of my account and throw him a check. And then we'll kind of go from there, yeah. All good things, and then I need to buy a bunch of other, dude, I need to order, like, monitors and mice and mics and mic stuff. I'm gonna get a lot of boxes at my door very soon. Or I'd go to fucking take a hike to Best Buy or something, which I could see myself doing this Saturday. Take a hike to Best Buy, see what they got. I still need a headphone. Getting a PC that good, it's probably safer. Yeah, 100%. I'm not building my own shit when it's like, you know... I'm doing top of the line shit, so yeah, I'm not. But I still need to buy like all the other shit that you know, to upgrade my stream setup, right? It's not just that I need the PC, right? It's that I need everything else that goes with the PC. I was looking at, like, I spent, like, an entire evening looking at keyboards. Like, holy shit, I need a keyboard. But I don't want, like, no fucking, like, I want a full 100% size keyboard. I don't want none of that, because my keyboard is not 100%. My keyboard is, like, the smallest it could possibly be. I don't like that. I want a big keyboard. I like 100% keyboards. I like it big. I like it chunky. And I found one that was actually at a really good price, and apparently people say it's pretty good. Man, I feel like so many keyboards are so goddamn overpriced. That's what I feel. As long as it's got 1,000 hertz pulling rate, like, does it fucking matter? I'm not gonna go for, like, the world record in Red Ball, okay? I'm not, you know, I don't need, like, hyper-specific, you know... As long as the thing doesn't squeak like a goddamn hamster, I'm fine. And then I want a better mouse pad. I want something that can cover my whole desk, like one of those giant, like, desk pads. I think those are cool. I want one of those. And then I need a desk chair. Get a Keychron. I was looking at a bunch of the Keychron shit. I heard mixed reviews about the Keychron stuff. You know, I actually have a document where I've been sharing down. I found something that was cheaper, and apparently people are saying it's, like, kind of better. Just saying. Yeah, this one right here. This sucker. Hold on, let me pull it up. I have the technology. We have the technology. We have the technology. Do we have the technology? We might actually struggle with the technology, honestly. Here we go. This is what I'm looking at for a keyboard. The EULA F108 wireless mechanical keyboard. Full-sized. It's got all the switches. It's got creamy sounding keyboards. It's $75 damn dollars. 75 hot dog dollars, which is pretty damn cheap. Look at this. Look at this thing. I wish they didn't put the keycaps, like, on the bottom of the keys. I like when they're on top of the keys. I prefer. But I'm sure I can get that changed. I'm sure they come with different keycaps. Or I hope they come with different keycaps. If they don't come with different keycaps, I will be pissed. See, look. They do come with different keycaps. Just put it on. Just put the damn keys on the normal spot. Look at this thing. This looks pretty sick. And it's damn cheap, too. It's got 1,000 hertz. It's got connectivity. It's all good. It's all great. We can easily replace switches and keycaps. Look at this thing. It's so damn cheap, too. I don't have to spend, like, $150 for a damn keyboard. This is fantastic. Why did I change my scene? So, yeah. That's all I'm saying. I am fucking ecstatic right now with what I got. I also found some streaming lights that I like. I don't know if I want to get one of those Stream Decks. I think I should get a Stream Deck. I should probably get a Stream Deck. It just seems like a good thing for a streamer like me to have. A Stream Deck. So I don't have to bind anything to my keyboard. Because I do have everything bound to my keyboard right now, and then unbinding everything to my keyboard I think will be just a swell thing. And then I have a better mic. I have decided to acquiesce, and I'm going to get the generic streamer mic. You guys know what it looks like. You know what it sounds like. Well, you don't know what it sounds like, but you know what it looks like. Everybody knows what it looks like. The generic streamer podcaster microphone. I'm getting that one. Because it sounds good, and it's cheap as fuck, and it does the damn job. Microphone technology is, like, pretty much evergreen. There's very rarely, like, new microphone technology that comes out as, like, revolutionary, not like keyboards or GPUs or shit like that. It's pretty much like the same thing again and again. Is with microphones. And this one is just a great generic sounding mic. Gonna start streaming again, bro? It's been a bit. You don't have to. Shit, this shit is overrated, let me tell you. Once I finally get my Red Ball sub 3, I'm quitting the internet entirely. And I'm gonna go get pussy. I'm gonna quit streaming until I get pussy. After I get my sub 3. That's gonna be my new speedrun. Man, level 6 kind of sucks today, low-key. To be fair, it's been a while since I've touched this video game, so it's hard to imagine that level 6 would even feel up to the task of being nice to me, but still. But still. To be fair, it's great because all my regular viewers are going to be gone. Ain't nobody going to be watching this bullshit. Like I said, I feel like a new egg that's been hatched. I am no longer bound by the norms and constraints of having to stream at normal times anymore. Now I'm streaming at, like, I guess this is like normal streamer hours. Like the Psychopath LA streamers all stream at this time. I guess I feel kind of like a bitch now, kind of, because I have to kowtow to what the LA streamers, like all the fucking, like all the streamers with like shitty sleep schedules, who just like go to bed at fucking like 1 a.m. and then wake up at goddamn 1 in the morning. They sleep for fucking 12 hours because they're fucking bums. I have to kowtow like them and stream at these hours, and I hate that because I hate to be compared to those people, those fucking animals. And I'll say it, those fucking animals. I don't want to be compared to them. But now that I'm streaming at the same time, I guess I have to. I stream at working man's hours. I clock in and clock out. Alright? I'm a busy man and I get a lot of stuff done every day because I care about myself and my hot body and my hot mind, because the mind is always hotter than the body. I'm just trying to make a good impression. People seem to have a good impression of me already, and I haven't even talked to people at work that much. It's kind of just been like pretty basic, like training and like saying hot. Basically, I just shook hands all day, which is kind of what you do in your first day at like any job. You go around and you say, "Hi, my name is," your name is, and then you shake hands. And then you're like, if you need anything, you can ask me. And I say, thanks, I'll, thank you so much for coming by. And then the conversation ends. And that is all. This is what happens. And so we're going through that again. And then from there, I'm going to figure out who the hell is actually like sick and cool and epic and stuff. And then we're going to figure out who is lame and stupid. Why are we live at 3:30 a.m.? It's not 3:30 a.m. It's 5:50 p.m. And I'm live because I have a job now, Roses, okay? You are looking at a working man who's working a damn 9 to 5. And it is actually a 9 to 5. Except it's 8 to 5, because all 9 to 5s are 8 to 5s. They don't tell you that fact in business school. Yeah. Well, I mean, your time, yeah, but again, I have to push back my streams because again, my normal stream time is now work time. I go to work. I'm at work. I'm at the office. I can't stream at those hours, unfortunately. Stream at work. I'll see what I can do. 3 to 11 p.m. Damn, that's. Why the fuck are you and I living parallel lives, Norxar? Because like my first job was like 3:15 to 11:45. That was my that used to be my work hours, 3:15 to 11:45. Well, a.m. I was in the morning, you were at night. So I guess like we are the same but opposite. I was in the morning, you were at night. Yeah, that honestly at night is fucking shitty. Cause I would hate to have all my I like having all my free time after work. Like what do you do? Like, do you have all your free time before work and this like you spend 5 hours like I don't know jerking off and then you have to like stand up and go to work? That feels like it damn sucks. It was in a factory. Then no, yeah, no, those feel like factory times. Yep. I stayed up after? Okay, that's fair. I get you. I think that I got rejected from all of the warehouse jobs that I applied to because they saw I had a college degree. And they thought I was a sissy liberal with my liberal arts degree. They saw liberal in the title and they said this sissy liberal doesn't have the hands to work in this damn factory and lift boxes and drive forklifts and shit. I was also 17 when they hired me. Yeah, that's not that. I mean, were you working a full fucking 40 hours a week or some shit? Oh, university stuff. Okay, well, if you weren't working full-time, then 40 hours? Jesus, okay, that can't be legal. Can you work a full-time job when you're 17? I feel like you can. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. I need to look this up. I'm actually kind of curious now. I guess, like, I am so, like... I guess I'm so used to being, like, a fucking rich kid that I don't know how, like... I'm so used to being a rich kid, I don't know how normal people work. Can 17-year-olds work full-time? The ability to work full-time is subject to state-specific. That makes sense, yeah. Oh, it's about, like, it's school stuff that gets in the middle of stuff. I got that. It's like school things that get in the middle of it. Alright. I don't think that... Yeah, a factory? Or a warehouse? I mean, I used to work in a warehouse, but I was, like, I was in college. And it was, like, not even, like, a warehouse. It was, like, in the back of a goddamn JCPenney's, sorting boxes of clothing, okay? Electronics, man. Jesus, okay. You were, like, in a whole warehouse. How is that shift for 8 hours a day? Was it, like, the kind of generic, like, factory job you would imagine, where it's just, like, you're doing the same shit over and over again? It's like you're sitting on the production line, like, I solder one iron, and then I solder the next iron, and then I solder the 100%. Damn, how did you not kill yourself? I guess it was like I guess it's easier to not kill yourself when your life is literally on the line, when you like actually have to make that money to fucking make it to get through university. They must have one headphone in. Oh, okay, blessed. Actually, if you don't have headphones in, you might die. All right, that's blessed actually. I thought computers do that. Well, sometimes, but you know, there's no real, you know, replacement for human suffering, you know? And also, humans are a whole lot cheaper than those damn computers, bro. There's no replacement for human suffering. Speaking of human suffering, I gotta check my union paper that I signed. I'm technically in a union now. Because somebody came to me. The person who was showing me around was also happened to be the president of the damn union. And he's like, join my union. And I'm like, yes, I will do this. Because I am a good person. I'm part of the, I support my own civil liberties. And I join unions. And even though it's 1.5% of my pay that gets docked, it's like 1.5% of my pay. Who the fuck cares? I get the honor to collectively bargain. As you should. Dude, I remember... can I talk about this? I think I can. No, I'm not going to. Just to be safe. Union stuff is weird. I don't know if it falls technically under the purview of my NDA. Either way, let's just not talk about job stuff in general. Oh, I need to respond to a DM from somebody I got. Oh, somebody DM'd me, like, a little bit ago, about the goddamn Ish video. It was actually the sweetest DM. They were asking me about, like, hey, so I was, like, wondering, like, I'm making, like, a fan, like, not a fan dub, but like a fan of they were doing custom captions for the entire ish video. And they wanted to know like what I was saying in a specific part of the video because they couldn't make it out. And it was like, oh, that's such a sweet DM. And so I told them, or at least I gave my best impression of what I said, and then and they responded to me, so I should give them a little like, oh, thanks for the message type thing. Because they were, dude, they came in so sweet. They were like, oh my god, hi sheep, I don't want to bother you or anything, but it was like they walked up to me and they were doing the gesture, and I'm like, oh, come on. It's fine. I'm no celebrity. The EU cuck. I am the EU cuck now, okay? No, MJ. I'm actually... A worse insult to call me than the EU cuck would be the LA cuck. Because I am streaming at the same time that all these bumfuck streamers who decided to live in LA. I'm streaming at the same time that they are. All the streamers that live in LA, I'm the same as them. And their shitty sleep schedules, and their dirty, nasty shit, and their stupid DoorDash because they can't cook for themselves because they're fucking homeless. They're not homeless. They have gigantic homes, but they act like they're fucking homeless. And they go to they DoorDash every day because they're stupid rich. I hate them. Cook for yourself. Do a damn meal prep. Is it so hard to act like a normal human being? You know, normal human beings can't fucking afford DoorDash every day. You stupid idiot. Tofu and rice every day? Well, I don't know. It's like cook at least a little bit. You don't have to, I'm not saying you have to order, I'm not saying you have to cook for yourself every day, but I'm saying if you order DoorDash for yourself every day, I think you're a bum. Learn how to cook, stupid. If you don't know how to cook for yourself, then I think that you're a less functional human being that deserves less respect. And I'm gonna say it with my damn chest. Learn how to cook. This is a basic human thing. Everybody should know how to cook for themselves. And also potentially for others. And no, I'm not eating tofu. I'm eating... put an egg in noodles once. MJ might have cooked, unfortunately. DoorDash my groceries because I live in a dorm. I guess DoorDashing your groceries. It's still, you know, reliable transportation. Well, I mean, extenuating circumstances, but still, the fact is you have groceries. You cooked. Okay. Look, I think the best thing I ever did for myself was I put all of my shopping and cooking day into one big day. Every Sunday is my shopping and cooking day, where I do all my shopping and I do all my cooking, and I do a bunch of other chores around the house. Sunday is like the big chore day. It's great. It's great because it means that I get an entire Saturday basically for free. My entire Saturday is whatever I want it to be. It's fantastic. Go, go, go. Oh! The only time I get fast food is usually when I'm shopping. There's a McDonald's or Walmart. There's a restaurant in my government building. They showed me where it was. I got an email from them about their special. I could go to the damn restaurant in my... Because I get an hour for lunch. I had a fucking hour. Do you know how much that... Dude, I used to get half an hour break every day, and that's all. I get an hour lunch, and then 2 15s. I'm also not hourly. I'm fucking salaried. I'm no longer an hourly employed. It's so weird. I don't have to, like, clock in and clock out every day. I just kind of walk in and walk out. Like, oh, the day's over? I can just walk away. Just walk the other direction. It's crazy. No app or anything. I do have to talk to HR. I wonder when they're going to get me a meeting with HR. Because I want to figure out, like, benefits. I want healthcare. I need healthcare. I also need to learn how to, I need to get off my goddamn Cobra health insurance. And apparently, dude, I looked up how to get off Cobra health insurance. It's a pain in the fucking ass to get off Cobra. And so I'm probably just gonna, honestly, this next Saturday is just gonna be me like doing all the shit I have to do. Yeah, whatever. Stupid level anyway. Big boy pants. I feel like a big boy. I feel like I just need to get some friends now. Maybe a GF, and then I feel like a real regular person. But honestly, I think my YouTube aspirations kind of cuck me out of that. I think I'm going to, I don't know. I haven't thought about what I want to do with this whole new like content creation thing I want to do now. Or at least I want to reinvigorate the Sheepo3 content creation run. I was thinking about how I wanted to do it. I think I want to do it how I used to do it. Except just with higher quality and better memes. Because I was thinking like I could do like a whole like Astral Spiff thing. Because I know that's the creator I've been watching recently, where he just like shows basically his entire playthrough of a game in like one gigantic ass video. And I'm like, I rock with that, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I have some attachment to like the older like YouTube style. Like I guess YouTube style is not the greatest way to describe it. Damn, I'm not hitting level 8 a single time today. Do I remember how to do level 8? I do. But like the older YouTube style where it's like everything is like, I don't know, it's like I want to call it like the Ludwig style, but I don't want to give him that credit. I guess I have to. It is the Ludwig style. I want to do it like the Ludwig style, where he just kind of breaks up everything. He kind of just takes every individual stream. No, I will do a sub 3 journey video. No, that's already been confirmed. No, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. That shit is, when I hit sub 3, that shit will happen. That's already been like I have all, like I said, I have every single minute of me playing Red Ball live. I have that recorded and I have it saved. I have it recorded and saved. If you want to watch me, every single second of me playing this video game, you can. It'd be the worst marathon of your fucking life, but you could do it. No, I'm going to be fully on, I'm fully gung-ho about that shit. The other big video that I want to make is I want to do the Mr. Beast event that I played in. I want to make a video about the Mr. Beast event I played in, but I have a really cool idea about how I want to do it. I think this is like a thing that people, like, I think the big thing that's missing in the Civ event space is a little bit of cinema. So what I wanted to do, what I was thinking about is like, okay, how do I make this Mr. Beast event like an interesting video? Because I could do like the YouTuber thing where like, I played in the craziest Mr. Beast. No. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a like, what it's actually like to play in a Minecraft Civ event. And I'm going to do like a bunch of like, because I have all the replay files, right? And I'm going to do like a bunch of cinematic fucking camera shots of like how and I'm only going to use audio that I recorded from the event and audio that I got during that event. So it's going to be like what it's actually like, except it's just fucking beautiful cinematic shots. I think that's going to be a really cool video. It's not going to get a lot of views, but I think it's going to be really sick. Because I think it's going to be a really cool interpretation of what it, what Civ event content is. Right? Because I think a lot of people have just turned it into like, yeah, it'll be like more of a documentary-esque thing, you know? Except there will be no narration. No narration, just straight up people talking to each other. I can't tell you anything about that Civ event video, but let me tell you. As much as, you know, Mr. Beast is, you know, who he is, the event was peak. It wasn't peak. It had its moments. It had enough moments for it to think this is going to become a Mr. Beast video. I'm like 90% sure. Mr. Beast is gonna turn this into a video. Almost not guaranteed, but like it's too good to not. Like it's too much good content. Did you see his new park? Tommy G or Mr. Beast? Does Mr. Beast do a new thing? No. It's the second Google search. Mr. Beast theme park? What? It's in fucking Saudi, dude? What is this shit? Oh, Mr. Beast. What the fuck is this? Beastland? We're not fucking serious. It's just not.
Launch Beastland, a theme park modeled on his videos.
We're not serious, dude.
Endurance challenges with real cash prize rewards and hit 100 billion views.
This is not
Mr.
real.
Beast, whose real name is James Donaldson, spoke to Reuters as part of a PR
I can't.
ahead of the opening.
I don't want this to be real. It's not. It's not. It's not the best day of your life. You're lying. You're lying, Mr. Beast. You're lying. That shit is stupid. Real cash prizes? Bullshit. I want to be in a Mr. Beast video. Then be in a Mr. Beast video. Oh my god. This is going to be the lamest challenge ever. What do you mean you want to be in a Mr. Beast video? Oh, do you want to stand in a circle for 3 days? Do you have a 3-day park pass? Oh, sorry. You've been in the circle for too long and your day pass has run out. Sorry, you can't win the challenge. What the fuck? What the hell do you mean? Oh my god. I hope Mr. Beast is being paid fucking buku bucks for this shit. I hope he's being paid so much damn money for this. It's stupid. I hope Mr. Beast is being paid so much goddamn money. It's actually disgusting. I genuinely hope for his sake. Everybody's got a price, and Mr. Beast's price is higher than all of us, but it's just so stupid. It can't be. Oh my god, I hate that this is real. He's getting air money. I hope he is. I hope it's fucking buku bucks, bro. I genuinely hope it's buku bucks. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, well, you know, there it is. Mr. Beastland, bro. That's so wild to me. Oh my god. I hate that. Israel GPT must have generated the idea. Based. Once again, Israel GPT just showing off. Oh my god. Generate me a new theme park. Where did this Israel GPT meme come from? Have I missed it? Because I feel like this is a new meme that I have not been acquainted with. Israel GPT. I gotta look it up now. See, old man got to do his research on his memes. Israel GPT. Okay, Israel has spent $500 million shekels turning ChatGPT into a public diplomacy tool. What? Wait, it's like a news article. I'm looking for the meme. Know your meme. There you go. See, know your meme is where it's at. Template. X users posted tweets in which they prompt a make-believe ChatGPT called Israel GPT to generate music, television shows, and sports teams they like or dislike. I see. To be or considered to be the worst example of a category. So it's just really shitty ChatGPT. That's kind of fire. That's a good meme. That's a good meme. I'm an artist from Israel and this is my art. Why do people say that? Oh my god. Sorry. Goodness gracious. I'm just too behind on the times. Neon! That's really funny, though. I like Israel GPT. It's a quality meme. This is my Flash game. Israel GPT, generate me a Flash game. Hamas ball. It's just Red Ball, but instead of on like it's on like the regular levels, it's just on the Gaza Strip. It might be peak. Instead of Red Ball, I'm an IDF soldier on the fucking Gaza Strip. Finally, peak gaming. Oh no, I just saw a headline on my phone and it said Donald Trump is the first line, and now I'm terrified. I kind of want to read it now. Anytime it says Donald Trump, I become interested. Incredible mod being made right now. I'm so excited. He's giving tax cuts or something. Yeah. He's like cucking people's healthcare and making a bunch of money. He's gonna die soon. I don't know why he cares so much about money. He's gonna fucking die. Donald Trump is gonna die. That boy is gonna be dead. Why is there Israeli propaganda in my Flash game? There's no Israeli propaganda. What are you talking about, Mirez? Shut up. Donald Trump's granddaughter Kai shoots 13 over 83 in an LPGA debut. Currently last in the field. Dog. You made me feel like this shit was actually like sick. You were like, "Oh my god, they're in the PGA or something." Nope, they're dog shit. They suck. It's so funny. Currently last in the field is such a stray. Krav Maga, real shit. You know the funny thing about Krav Maga is that next to the Little Caesars and 7-Eleven, that was like a block and a half away from my house when I was growing up, there was also a Krav Maga place that taught Krav Maga self-defense classes. And it wasn't like a general fighting gym. No, it was a specifically designed... It was a Krav Maga gym specifically. And it was right next to the Little Caesars. Every time you walked to the Little Caesars, you had to walk by the Krav Maga place. What a strange little tidbit. I never went there. I've never been inside. And I don't think I ever will, because I don't think I'm ever going to return to that place. The place of my childhood shall be left in the dust. Isn't Krav Maga supposed to be, like, good for self-defense, though? That's what I've been told. I could be crazy, though. Oh, fuck. Damn. I gotta hold that jump a little bit more, I think. I think I'm letting it go a little bit too hot, and it's... Or maybe I need to let it go, like, sooner. It's Dookie, apparently? I don't know. Yeah, okay, I need to hold it. He has Mag in the name, real shit. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I should look up Krav Maga. Maybe the real practitioners of this sport can give us some information. Dookie Grammy nominees? Is this for like the music ones that people were talking about? Isn't it just like Kendrick and fucking what's his name? The Moonbeam Ice Cream Man? And Taylor Swift? I'm just naming off all the most popular artists I can think of. Or I guess people hate the new Taylor Swift album, so maybe not her. Kendrick Lamar. What? Okay, hold on. Grammy nominees. Okay, let's look them up. Grammy nominees. 2025. The 68th Annual Grammy Awards. Okay. Hold on. Let's pull them up. We'll do a little reaction. The Apt. It's, I guess, it was popular. The Subway, I don't think I've ever heard of it. It's whatever. Luther was good. Abracadabra was also good. Wildflower was good. Anxiety is, brother. Man, so anything by Sabrina Carpenter is mid. DTMF, Badathan Bunny, I don't know. I guess he's popular in America now, so he's getting Grammy noms. Album of the year. Chromacopia gets a nomination. That's crazy. Chromacopia? Really? Okay. You know, it wasn't a bad album. I didn't hate it. Mutt by Leon Thomas. Never heard of this guy. GNX, of course. Mayhem by Lady Gaga. Makes sense. No way they nominated Let God Sort Him Out. What? You're kidding. Wait, some hardcore, like, hip-hop shit gets nominated? This album was really good, by the way. Let God Sort Him Out is a really good album. The first song of the album made me cry. The birds don't sing, they screech in pain. Damn, that song fucking hits me close. Ever since I heard that my dad was dying, I listened back to that song and it hit so hard, bro. Because that, like, the very first song, they're, like, singing about, like, how their fucking dad died. And I'm like, my dad's dying. And so I related super hard. And this shit, like, oh my god, that, yeah, Jesus, this is beautiful. Man's Best Friend by, okay, who cares? Justin Bieber is made an album called Swag. I hate everything about that. And Bad Bunny's doing his thing. Okay, Song of the Year. Wildflower Manchild. Golden from K-Pop Hunters. This should win just because it's funny. We're going up, up, up. It's our moment. You see, I even know the lyrics. Okay, hold on. We got the Best New Artist. Lola Young, Alex Warren, Leon Thomas, Somber, Addison Rae? The TikToker? What? We're not serious, are we? Okay. Was her album any good? I don't know. The Marias, Cat's Eye. Oh, Jesus. I hate that stupid. She made T-Pep. She did actually do that. Cat's Eye. K-pop. Dude, I want K-Pop Hunters to win. Those songs were good. Fuck you. What do you mean K-Pop Demon Hunters? Those songs were fire, and the movie was not bad. I had a good time with K-Pop Demon Hunters, bro. I had a good time with K-Pop Demon Hunters. I hope Cat's Eye doesn't win just because I hate the fucking gnarly song so much. Okay, Producer of the Year. Soundwave, Blakeman, I don't know anybody. Songwriter of the Year, non-classical. I don't know. Best Pop Solo Performance. I don't know. Okay, I don't know any of the rest of this. Soundwave? I don't know. I don't know the rest of any of this, so turn that shit up. Maybe I should listen to some Soundwave. Exactly, Golden is Peak. Defying Gravity. Oh, dude, I'm gonna watch that Wicked movie, by the way, on Thanksgiving. I'm going back home for Thanksgiving, so like Thursday's stream is dead. Not next week. Not next week, but the week after that. Thursday's stream is dead because I'm going home for Thanksgiving. But yeah, we're gonna go see the Wicked movie. I'm excited. Turn that shit up. Soundwave was on these walls. Damn. Okay. If these walls could talk, I can see the pain in your eyes. Good song. Good album. Of sheep watching the Wicked movie. Dude, when I was a kid, the very first musical I ever went to was the Wicked musical. All right, don't talk to me about the concept of sheep going to the Wicked movie, bro. I've been liking Wicked. All right? Don't talk to me about not liking Wicked, bro. When I was damn 13, 14, I went to the damn Wicked movie. Or not the movie. That would be crazy. No, when I was I went to the musical. Its musical debut, and it was great. What's the main characters? Elaba, I believe is how you pronounce it. Elaba, the Green Witch. That's right. I bet you. I bet you didn't think I'd know that shit, huh? I bet you didn't think I'd know that shit, huh, MJ? Say something now, bitch ass. Type in fucking chat now, boy. Don't talk to me, bruh. I don't even know it. Damn right. Damn right. I've been knowing about the goddamn Alphaba. Fuck, it's Alphaba, not Elaba. Damn it. I mispronounced it. Never mind. MJ, you can type in chat again. You're fine. I'm stupid. Fuck. I was like halfway there. Never mind, I'm stupid. I don't know. Apparently, like the singing was really good, and Ben Shapiro did a review of it, which is the only really reason I remember the Wicked movie, because people were talking about the Ben Shapiro review of the Wicked movie, and apparently, like, apparently Ben Shapiro was a huge fan. So I'm like, shit, bro. If Benny Sharp, the hater of anything good in this world, likes something, then I mean, shit. Either it's got to be the worst thing in the world, or it's actually peak. It's one or the other. So The Wizard of Oz with a live orchestra, that's it. It's a good musical, dude. It's a good movie. It's a good concept. It's a good story. The whole story of, like, Wicked is, like, really good. It's kind of sad. Fucking, it blows. It's a very, it is a tragedy for sure, but it still goes crazy. What is even the story? Do you want me to spoil it for you? I can spoil the story. Yes, okay. It's lit. So basically the concept behind Wicked is that this is the story of how the Wicked Witch of the West became the Wicked Witch of the West. So basically, Alphaba is the Wicked Witch of the West. She was born green. She had green skin from when she was born, but she also had magical fucking powers and shit like that. It was kind of crazy. Like real magic. And then I'm blanking on the details of it, but she goes to a university and she meets up with Galinda, which is the Good Witch. Galinda is the Good Witch, and they also have magical powers or whatever. And then, because Alphaba's magical powers are like sick, and they become like homies. They become like besties. And then, they're like, I don't know, like going around and like dating boys and kissing people and shit. It's all like a whole like they have like a whole little romance angle, right? But then she also like links up with the Wizard of Oz, because like the Wizard of Oz wants to use her magical powers for something, and then apparently it becomes very complicated, and there's like an actual story behind it that I could tell you and it would make sense, but I don't remember it. But basically, a bunch of their love interests, all their boyfriends, kind of get murdered, or at least are about to get murdered, and so Alphaba uses her magical powers to turn them into the Scarecrow and the Tin Man and all those people that you meet. Yeah, those are all the past lovers of like Alphaba, or like whatever, all the boys that she likes. And also she ends up hating the Wizard of Oz, but everybody still likes the Wizard of Oz. So even though Alphaba ended up like, she was a good person, Alphaba was always a good person, she has to be the Wicked Witch of the West because everybody hates her, because everybody thinks that, you know, she's a bad person, when in reality it's actually the Wizard of Oz who was terrible the whole time. That was the whole thing. The Wizard of Oz is terrible. Like, he is the fraud and he's the terrible one, but everybody thinks like the green person is the terrible person. There. That's the basic concept, or like the beginning and ending. Green dye. Don't. I was scared somebody was gonna start talking. Don't open your mouth, Ramirez. I don't want to hear a damn word. I'm so glad Amelia's not here. I'm fucking ecstatic. I thought I could escape. Yeah, this was really popular like a while ago, like back in like 2013 or some shit. This was like the big deal musical. This was the Hamilton of 2013. What are you oh my godding me, bruh? Damn, I can't hit this frame perfect. It was wicked, believe it or not. Have you ever played Fractal Block World? What? Sounds like a fun game. No, I haven't. I've never heard of this game before. But I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's great, honey. I think I'll try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. $40-year-old. I'm not 40 years old, okay? My character died. Can I go back to being a normal aged person? Fuck you. I'm 23, goddammit. I'm young and spry and I'm filled with vim and vigor. Suck my dick. You're 22? Am I 22? Wait, I think I am actually 22. Did I just say I'm 23 again and I'm actually 22? Am I lying to myself? I gotta look up my age. I gotta look up how old I am. He's around 25. I think I might be 22. I actually forget. Hold on. How old am I? Here's the age calculator. Let's pull it up. I think I am actually 22. I might be lying to my fans. I'm 23. Yeah, okay, I knew it. No, I'm not. I'm 23. I'm 23. I'm 23. I'm 23. I'm 23 this time. I am 23. I'm 23 years old, 6 months, and 5 days old. Exactly. You were 21 for like 2 years? Are you fucking stupid? You don't have to go with the whole fucking. Seems very intense. You not know how old you are? I don't know. I don't give a shit. It's not like, is it that important? 22, 23? Am I falling for the bit? This is not a bit. I genuinely did not know how old I was. Or it's because chat is gaslighting me. I think the real reason is because my chat gaslights me and I fall for the bait. I'm not the stupid one. I just fall for the bait. Deadass doesn't know. I don't know. I don't keep track of it like that. But no, I am actually 23. It's a great age to be. No, I do know how old I am. I looked it up. I know it's important, okay? I know where my money is, and I know how much I got. And I know that it's stored safely. That's what I know is I know where my money is, and that's all I need to know. Fuck you. Samsara, what the fuck? Matter? I guess it does a little bit. I think you want to know the general gist of your age, okay? Like, it would probably be a big difference. It's like, oh, I think I'm 22 when I was actually like 25 or something. I think that would be like okay, you're, because like I think people lying about their age, it can be weird. Like, if you're off by like a fucking year or something, like, it doesn't fucking matter if you're like 63 or 64. Like, is there a significant difference between 63 and 64? Same thing with like 22 and 23. Like, this is not gonna like this is not a world shaker. Now, if I was 2 years off, then you guys can start like asking questions like, oh, sheep, that's a little bit weird. Yeah, 6'7" or 6'9". You know, I haven't eaten dinner yet. It's the first time I've streamed in a while where I haven't eaten dinner. It's like not a normal thing. I almost always have dinner before I stream. What? No, okay, I just don't like the 6'7" shit because every time I'm casting blocky hockey, Every time the shots are 6 to 7, they all start spamming it. It's so fucking annoying. That's the only reason I don't do the 6-7. But like, it's fine if you want to say 6-7 or whatnot. It's like it's okay. It's certainly humorous. I'm not gonna deny. But I've never really laughed at a 6-7 joke before. It's never been like, you know, somebody said 6-7, and I'm like, ha, that's funny. I never thought that. I guess it's kind of 6-9 in that, like, in the sense, in the sense, like 6-9 and 6-7 are like the same thing. Nobody's ever laughed at 6-9 before. It's just like a, that's the sex number. That's the only reason why 6-9 was funny. 6-7 has literally no reason to be funny, by the way. There's, like, actually no, like, I actually looked this up, by the way, because I was so confused. Like, when 6-7 was first taking off, I was like, why do people think this is funny? So I looked it up, and it references nothing. It references itself. Which is crazy to me. Why are you so negative? That's not negative. I'm talking about my interaction with this particular joke. I said it's fine. It is such an inoffensive meme. Of all the memes that have ever memed, which is, I hate using that term, but if all the memes that have ever memed, this is like like, it's not that offensive on the tier list. Yeah, I just didn't get it. Like, when people started saying 6-7, I'm like, where did it come from? Like, what was the sparking point of this? Because normally there's, like, some moment where this becomes, like some video, some clip, some idea that this is getting at. Some joke that this is getting at. But there is no joke behind 6-7. 6-7 is funny because it is funny. It references itself. Okay? Which is a crazy thing, but, I mean, it happened. 6-7 is funny because it is. And I think, you know, it's very, very forced, to a certain extent, but I think all memes, like, after they get popular, I guess you can always say they're forced. I don't know if I agree with that. Like, all memes, when they get popular, they're always going to feel like they're forced. Alright? Just the nature of business. See, 21 was funny because of the clip. There was a joke behind 21. It referenced something that you could be considered as, like, traditional humor, but that's where all, you know, OG memes came from. Actual jokes that were just told again and again and again until they became, like, concepts. But it feels like the deeper we get into, like, new memes. God, that word has been so bastardized. I hate using the word meme. But as we get new memes, they become more and more abstract. You gotta bring 21 back? I don't think we do. I think you let these old jokes die off like they should. I think that's fine. You let the old crop die off, and then you make you make way for new jokes, right? Now, what I'm waiting for is the revitalization of Ninja. I think Ninja needs to be back in popular consciousness. I think Low Taper Fade needs to come back. I think Low Taper Fade would be funnier the third time, genuinely. But I will let the culture decide. Yes, it does, dude. It was funny the first time. It was funny the second time. I think it'll be funny the third time. Every time I think of, like, every time I hear somebody say, like, massive, I just, like, every single time, bro. It's massive, isn't it? Is it massive? I'm not seeing enough 6-7. True. That's how it started. It did not start. That's not how it started. Actually, okay, Mirrors is actually... Sorry. I'm not going to roast you. That's not how Low Taper Fade came back. Low Taper Fade came back because Ninja on stream was unironically talking about... Like, after Low Taper Fade had already died, Ninja was on stream talking about how it's still a massive meme. That's where the joke came from. It was from a ninja clip. And everybody clowned on him because he was like, oh my god, bro, stop dragging it, right? And that's what made it funny the second time, because the joke was more ironic the second time. It was serious the first time. Low taper fade is funny, but then it's like it came back because it was ironic. It didn't come back from edits. Edits didn't make it come back. Edits made it popular. Edits popularized the meme and spread it. But the original the origin point was not from edits. Edits were simply the vehicle of the people. Edits are the vehicle of the people, Miraz. Sheep, can you stop? You ain't chronic. I feel like sometimes I am chronically online. God forbid a man do his research, Miraz. MJTD. I'm a fucking... What's your screen time? Well, it depends. Are you also taking into account my screen time at work? I ain't scrolling TikToks at work. I don't have headphones, so I can't scroll TikToks at work. That's why I scroll Reddit at work, like a real fucking 9 to 5. I can't just plug in my headphones. Ain't no way. You got Meta glasses? You did not get Meta glasses. Please tell me you're lying. Just tell me it's a joke. I did? Did you purchase them with your own money? Did you go out and make a purchase? Oh, okay. So you got them for like... Okay. Working at a sunglasses shop. That is... A sunglasses shop? Bro, every time I've gotten sunglasses, they were like off a fucking display at like Big 5 Sports or something. Some like shitty sports store. They have like the sunglasses section. A sunglasses store? Oh, Florida. Okay. I guess California isn't as big into like the beaches Florida is, because like our beaches are cold as fuck. So nobody wants to go swimming. To admit, as someone whose degree involves computers, I am very rarely not in front of a screen, which is very sad. I don't know. I don't think that's sad. I think that you're just still buying into like the propaganda that they were selling us, that looking at a screen all day is like bad for your eyes or some shit. Blue light is bad for your eyes. It's all bullshit. As long as your shit is properly lit, it's not a bad thing. As long as your screen is properly lit. No, the problem with you fuckers is that you're looking at super dark screens all the time, so you have to strain your fucking eyes. You dumbass. Turn up your goddamn brightness. And then come back to me about it being bad for you. Turn up your brightness, you bum. Eye bags look 10x squares? Maybe. But I was gaming for... I was gaming, so I'm happy. I don't care. The joy in my soul helped fix the potential damage I got from my eyes. Bad for your soul. That's true. That's true. Social media is bad for your soul. They were not lying about that. Is it a tragedy? Maybe. Maybe a little bit. But honestly, I'm not too... As long as you have like good mental health, I think you should be fine. Just like have good mental health. That's my solution. If you're depressed, don't. That's the Sheepo 3 tip of the day. Go for sub 3. It's not worth. Sorry. Let me shut that shit down for you as fast as possible. Generally, the best thing you can have in your life is like mental health. If you live every day and you wake up and you're like, you know, shit is okay. Life is fine. If that's your baseline, if life being fine is your baseline, then you're doing good. Okay? If your baseline is like everything sucks, I hate my life, then you need to see a therapist. But if your baseline is like everything's fine and chilling, then like what? Yo, everything's fine and chilling. It's gonna take a lot to knock you off your horse. Don't worry, your new goat Sheepo 3 will teach you. What can I say? Let me get my, let me get, like, some late game runs going. Bop. J-Dog? Yeah, J-Dog, new hours. I have a job. I have, like, a real job now, J-Dog. Like, it's a salaried position. No more hourly. I'm a salaried government worker now. You know when I said I wanted a government job, and I said I'm gonna get a government job, I got my ass a government job. I'm working for the Secretary of State. Doing things I cannot say because I have an NDA. But yeah. Secretary of State. Straight up working with fucking forms and stuff. I can say the department. I work for the Department of Campaign Finance. The Political Reform Division of the Department of Justice. That's what I do. That's all I can say. I work for there. What does increasing government spending do? Quick. It funds more government programs that hopefully the government can reinvest into public infrastructure and facilities to hopefully make your life better. That's the point of taxes. It's to make your life better. That's why rich people benefit from paying taxes. That's why everybody benefits from paying taxes. In a good system, theoretically, everybody should benefit from paying taxes. Unfortunately, government is hard because there's a lot of money in it, and it's very big and very complicated. So, what the hell? That's not what I wanted to look. This is what I wanted. There we go. Pay your taxes. This is why I hate when people like talk shit about the IRS. I think talking shit about the IRS as a joke is funny, but like IRS is like one of the best like things to fund in the government. We should be funding the IRS, and we should be funding it more. Because every dollar we put into the what is it? Like every dollar you put into the IRS, you get $4 back. It's just a good investment to fund the IRS. That's all it is. It's a good investment. If you as a law-abiding American should support IRS. I'm not fed. Suck my dick. Dude, I've always been pro-government. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm a poli-sci major. What are we talking about? Don't act like I just started being all like, oh, I love the government. I've been loving the government. Fuck you. What is this conservative lean that I have in my chat? Oh, you hate the government, huh? Do you also hate healthcare for the poor? Do you hate SNAP benefits? Huh? Do you think people should pull themselves up by their bootstraps? You fuckers. Slippery slope. It is slippery slope, but damn. What's with the hatred of the government? I'm not a big fan of the government. Look, the government can suck, but it can also be really good. You know why the government is really good? Because it gets me a job. That's why the government is really good, and for no other reason. The only reason why the government should be supported is because I get paid. Your tax dollars are going into my paycheck, you fuckers. If you live in California, your state taxes, guess where they go? Guess where they fucking go, baby? Directly into my paycheck. That's right. Every God-fearing taxpayer. Even the non-God-fearing taxpayers. Sorry, I make jokes. Do I make it? I'm stupid. Fun-O-Ya revolution. Suddenly, everybody becomes a revolutionary communist. I knew California was raising their money based. It is true. After you become the Secretary of State. I will become the Secretary of State. I don't think I will. I think it depends. It depends how funny I am. If I'm still funny and I'm the Secretary of State, then I'll keep streaming. If I'm not, like, if I'm not funny and I became the Secretary of State, I'd stop streaming. The day I become unfunny is the day that I end stream perma. If I got too deep into politics and I became unfunny as a result, then it's just cook it. It's not worth it. Bro, I gotta end? Fuck you. That wasn't the joke you're supposed to make. That's the most easy joke you could have made. And yet you still made it anyway. Pathetic. Overdue by 5 years? Fuck you. Look at me. I'm a goddamn entertainment factory, okay? The amount of high quality clips that come out of my mouth, it's disgusting. I'm clip farming and I'm not even trying. Somebody's gonna start a TikTok account called Sheepo3 Central. All right. Fuck off. I always wondered how much those people make. The people that like post clips of other streamers. I wonder how much those people make. Like the big ones. That's gotta be like a decent chunk of change. It's gotta be. I used to be consistent. It's not worth it. Don't start streaming. Touch grass. I promise it's better for you. You'll live a longer, happier, healthier life. Fuck it. Live off that shit? Real. Too bad the Dream SMP is dead and all the people that used to play on the Dream SMP are like all hated now or something. I don't know. Minecraft is the eternal one. The new Dream SMP. I mean, I guess a lot of the Dream SMP rejects, they either went to like Hermitcraft or they have this new State SMP is what they're calling it. The State SMP. It's just State 2.5. Yeah, I'm good. Lifesteal? Lifesteal has potential to be good sometimes, but it can be Minecraft ARGs. I think you're really into ARGs right now, MJ. I mean, I don't think those are gonna ever be, because they're all are they all not like horror related in some way? They're all horror. Every single one of them is like scary. You can only do so much with like when your whole shtick is scary. You can only like gather so much of an audience, right? I'd become a dirt farmer. You know, sand is a much needed commodity in SMP, so if you wanted to punch sand for an hour, I mean, they'd fucking love you. Sand is easy to dupe. That's true. It's J-Dog sand duping is such a... The concept of J-Dog sand duping. The most Minecraft the Minecraft creator I most consistently watch these days is unironically Cubic Meter. J-Dog, I think you'd love Cubic Meter videos, unironically. J-Dog, I've got a recommendation for you. You would love a cubic meter video. What is it? It's like technical, yeah, it's technical Minecraft, but like the pinnacle of technical Minecraft. This guy it's the pinnacle of like complex redstone machinery, okay? He makes the craziest shit that you don't think is possible, and yet it is possible. Because of the most obscure game mechanics, using the coolest concepts, this guy makes sick videos. Genuinely, like the shit he makes is so goddamn cool. What is it? Like the orbital strike cannon, man? Oh my god, dude. The orbital strike cannon is the coolest thing ever. Oh man, I love a good cubic meter video, bro. This looks promising. I'm telling you, brother. J-Dog, I'm telling you, it's peak. It is peak. It is peak. You'll binge his whole thing. God damn it, how do I miss that? I hate missing that frame perfect on 7. It's such a cheese frame perfect to miss. Yeah, I wasn't gonna make it. Too slow. I don't know why I even tried. Yeah. Thunder Blunder 777. Is that the Yu-Gi-Oh dude? No, not Yu-Gi-Oh. The Dragon Ball Z dude. Pokemon? Good friend of Pokeaim. The only singles Pokemon content creator I ever like check in on is Jimothy Cool. He's the only person. It's because I appreciate his humor. I think Jimothy Cool is quite entertaining. No, I just don't watch like singles. I don't really watch like Pokemon content like that. I'm just not into Pokemon content right now. I had my phase. Oh shit, speaking of Pokemon, there's like a Cobblemon SMP that a bunch of creators are starting. They have like applications for it. Hold on. I think I saved it. Am I too late to apply, I wonder? I bookmarked it. People are making like Cobblemon SMPs. Yeah, Lumamon Gen 3 applications. Lumamon is a creator Minecraft Cobblemon SMP starting on December 1st and running for 2 months, filled with gym challenges, thrilling events, and lots of Pokemon collecting. I wonder if I run an application. I've heard of that. Do you think I should join a content creator Cobblemon server? Should I do this? I feel like the content would get kind of... Fireball told me about it. Is he trying to apply? I don't know. I feel like that content kind of gets like... I feel like the SMP content is fun, but I feel like I don't want too much commitment to it, because I think the SMP content is fun for a couple of bits, but that's all. I think the best way to do like SMP content is to like either make sure that the SMP is incredibly popular or be J-Schlatt. That's what I think is... I think those are the only two ways. Wait, hold on. Did the fucking... I need to check something. You're outliving all your streamer friends' career? I don't talk to my streamer friends. I'm sure they're doing fine. They're not really my friends anymore, but I'm sure they're doing fine. Why are you saying they died? I'm sure if I checked in with fucking Blumty or, what's his name? Miller, I'm sure they're doing fine. Hold on, I need to see who won the JBHL games. Okay, Minnesota smashed the Lobsters. That's expected. Wait, what happened in the first game? Why is the only one game recorded? What the frick? Was it only one game today? Wait, what? Apparently they weren't recorded. Damn, that sucks. That super blows. Hold on. I want to look up Millerverse. I wonder what he's doing. This feels kind of like bad juju, honestly. After the way we kind of split up. Oh my god, he's alive. Oh my god. Okay, I don't want to show his stream. I'm still banned from fucking chat. That's hilarious. See, he's got 9. He's doing fucking fine, dude. Miller's doing fine. We split up, okay? He's got more viewers than I do, okay? Hard to say that he's outliving me. Like an ex-girlfriend. I'm still banned from that chat. They still probably fucking hate me, I'm sure. That's fine. Who banned you? Probably one of the mods that accused me of, you know, whatever. I'm not trying to relitigate old drama here, okay? Believe it or not, the Sheepo3 is not trying to relitigate, like, at this point, more than a year. More than a year old drama. Like, fucking, like, almost 2 years at this point old drama. I'm not trying to relitigate that shit. I missed that entire arc. You don't need to worry about it. Zombie Magikarp, how you doing? How are you doing? Making skins for Legacy? No, that's good. But you're putting in work, brother. Did you guys end up making that trailer? Is that trailer, like, done for, like, your whole, your voice actor application thing? Or is that still a work in progress? Not yet? Alright, that's fine. It's a lot of work. I don't expect it. Hopefully before I have to start recording more voice lines, I'll have a better mic, so we'll be able to get some better quality from the Sheepster. His mod thing. Yeah, after this season of JBHL, I think I'm going to take a pretty big step back from the whole hockey stuff. After, like, thinking about it, I don't like being, like, the media guy. And especially because I'm kind of expected to stream at some points because nobody else will. I think I want to take a pretty... Like, I like casting, but... It just feels like it comes to with a little bit too many caveats for me to be happy with. I'll definitely stop doing rankings. Writing the rankings is actually the biggest fucking... Jesus, man. If I cared about blocky hockey like that, if it was my only thing that I did, then I would love it. If I never did any of the streaming stuff, I think writing the rankings would be super fun. But no, it is just, it's a major pain in the fucking ass to do any of the ranking stuff right now. So I just don't even touch. I'm very happy for the season to be done soon. I'll still keep writing through the playoffs. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do like a whole. I'll probably do like playoff analysis. I'll do team rankings throughout the end of the regular season. And then I'll do playoff overviews for all the series. And then I think at the end of the season, what would be really cool is to like do a write-up on like whoever won the cup, like do a write-up of their entire season. I think something interesting would be like, I don't know, doing like a retrospect of all the players and all the teams and like all the maneuvers. That could be fun. Something to end off the season, and then I can end my career as a JBHL writer. And just stick to yapping every so often. I think that if you want to be a caster, I think you should be forced to stream. That's what I think. That's my new take. I think if you want the fucking privilege of being able to yap as a play-by-play or a color, or even as a, like, specifically as a play-by-play, if you want to yap, you should have to stream. Or at least you should be forced to, like, stream sometimes. You should be forced to, like, do your hours as a streamer. Because we are always in need of more streamers, and we always have people who want to yap, and nobody wants to actually do the fucking hard work. It's not even that hard. Download the mod. It's not hard to stream. It's so easy, and people don't do it. HD skins. Scratch. You probably know more about skin texturing than I do, so. I do some pretty basic skin retexture, or I basically just redo my skin whenever I need to play in like a new Civ event. I'll remake my skin, but for the most part, I've got my versions. I'm sticking with business person sheep as kind of my default for the time being, but 3 viewers. I found it kind of boring. I think if you're not like a natural yapper, I think streaming will be boring for you. Unless you're like, you really like the game that you're playing, and you just want to play the game, and streaming is just a way for you to play more of the game, or you just like yapping. Me personally, I don't really like, sometimes I really get into games, but for the most part, I just like yapping, so. I get into streaming because I get to be a personality, right? I have an excuse to be a personality. Yuppie's character? Yeah, sure. Don't send me the raw skin file. Show me like a picture of the skin. Haven't been a yapper since at least the 7th grade. Yeah, exactly. I think you need to be like a born and bred yapper. I think to be you need to be a born and bred yapper to make it happen. Or you just need to be really good at a video game. I mean that's what kind of worked for Shroud. Shroud was kind of the GOAT of NACS for a while. And then he switched to PUBG where he just was goated there, and then everybody said like, fuck it, Shroud is sick. Except recently the Shroud hate. Recently there's been a little bit of Shroud hate, which I think is funny. When the Shroud hate is like, Shroud is so inoffensive that the only drama he gets into is that his takes about video games are bad. And they are. He does have bad takes, but you know, still. It's funny that that's the drama that we're in. I should probably go for full game runs now, huh? Yeah. That's the slowest level 7 of my damn career. Oh, I just pressed W and it worked for some odd reason. That's still a 4-second time loss. That's a run killer. $20 doesn't even sound that bad. You don't need a good mic to be a good streamer. Who is DMing me? Oh shit. Let me turn my streamer mode again because I'm gonna get added like crazy. I just need to see who was talking to me. Hold on, I need to get somebody a link. Have they finished uploading? Let me go to my VODs channel. I was uploading my... What the fuck? Nice skin for Yuppie, I like it. Why does he have goddamn gold coins in his eyes? Jesus. Bro is fucking Mr. Moneybags in that hoe. It's a good looking skin though. Maybe a little bit more texturing on the jacket. Looks a little bit monocolored. Maybe some like maybe a little bit of like differences in, you know, like slight texturing would be good in the jacket. But like besides that, I think some people over texture their skins super hard. I hate over texturing on skins, but like just a little bit of like sauce. That I just hate I hate when people try to texture too hard. I think some texturing is good, but I think over texturing is like always bad. Okay, hold on. I'm setting up my game for full game runs. Hold on. Bam, bam, bada bing, bada boom. There we go. And my timer is running, and we are ready to go, baby. Will I get past level 6? Will I make it a significant distance past level 6? Who knows? To be eyes? Yeah. No, I get that. But I think, like, the monocolor kind of throws you off a little bit. Like, even just having one color of pixel, I think just having, like, even, like, 1 or 2 or 3 colors of pixel, just, like, even, like, little splotches of, like, a darker or a lighter color, I think it makes your skin look so much better. I think if you looked at other skins, I think you'd see what I mean. Just, like, even, like, having a jacket with, like, 2 different colors of pixels. Like, they don't have to be significantly different, just tiny different, like, just tiny gradients it just does so much work to make your skin look so much more, like, I don't know, good. He has a ring on his finger. Finger is just a, yeah, 100%. You're giving me, like, Minecraft story mode flashbacks. No, I get you, Hey. I wish you the best of luck, my friend. I hope that this thing turns out good. Doing good texturing is, like, not that fucking hard. People really overcomplicate texturing on Minecraft skins. It doesn't have to be that deep. Like your skin doesn't have to be fucking creme de la creme, best that's ever been made. Sheep, if you can only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? I feel like I've answered this question, but I don't know what I answered it, so I'm gonna answer it like I've never answered it before. I can give you my fun answer and I can give you my serious answer. My serious answer is probably something lame. Something that'll just, like, it'll taste like shit, but it'll keep me alive because it has, like, all the essential nutrients and stuff that you would need. Right? My fun answer? One pizza to eat for the rest of my life. Probably just pizza, bro. Just fucking pizza. Or is that too complicated? Does it have to be like an individual ingredient? I guess burger does make sense. I guess pizza is kind of like the same. Burger and pizza, like they're so customizable, you can make them like healthy. Like does a cauliflower crust pizza count as a pizza? Does white sauce on a pizza count as a pizza? Right? It's like, you know, I think they all count as pizza, and I think, like, you could survive off pizza. But you just need to eat, like, really lame and shitty tasting pizza, but it'd still be pizza. It's easy to overdo, real. What can I say? Sheeple3 always just so damn correct with all of his takes. Choose bowls. Bro is gonna choose a fucking acai bowl. Yeah. Chipotle bowls? Damn, you going broke, my boy. I don't know. Damn, you gonna be broke as hell. You're done, brother. Chipotle bowls? This brother is broke. What? Name a single bad take that I've had. No, let's have this discussion. You know what? No, let's have this discussion. No, let's have this discussion. What's a bad take that I've had? I think all my takes are based. JBHL rankings? Fuck you. No, I think that my JBHL rankings are actually, like, remarkably accurate. I'm right, though? You're not? I think I've watched more JBHL than you have. I think I'm more of an authority on how JBHL is right now. I have more authority than you do over this conversation. I've watched more JBHL. What's wrong? Okay, name a single take. No, Zombie Magikarp, I want to have this argument. Name a single team you think I'm wrong on. And I'll tell you why I'm right. Chiefs at number 1? Chiefs are not the number... Wait, I did not put the Chiefs number 1. What the fuck rankings are you reading? Bro, that was from, like... Dude, that was from fucking ancient. What the hell? I did, because the Chiefs were the number 1 team in the league. They were the best. They had Pranex. They had, like, a bunch of really good players. They were absolutely the best team in the league. With limited information, they were never the number 1 team. I think you're fucking... I think that you and I, like, I base my rankings off the games, and only the games. Okay? I base my rankings off what I see in the games. And that's all I can base them off of. I'm not going off of how I think the player is, or what I think they can do. I see, like, do they show potential in games? Are they good in games? That's what I base my rankings off. That's the only fair thing I can base my rankings off. Purely off of the gameplay that's happening on the ice. The stats, everything like that. What you guys see behind the scenes, the scrims, the practice, I can't see any of that. I don't know any of that. The Chiefs really in third? I think the Chiefs were a fair third place. After how the Mallards played, okay, I would have put them, like, in my last rankings, I would have put the Mallards above the Chiefs 100%. But the Mallards played like shit against the Chiefs, so how the fuck was I supposed to rank them above the Chiefs? And I didn't, like, I didn't take into account Saturday games, because I couldn't. I didn't have time to take into account Saturday games, so... If you didn't take into account Saturday games, then of course the Mallards would be below the Chiefs. The Mallards played like shit, and they looked like shit. For the 2 games they played, they looked like ass. Or at least the 1 game they played. They looked really bad. And then they started looking really good. And now the Mallards are arguably like the number 1 team in the league right now, because they're looking really good, because Pranex is starting to play like, you know, Pranex should be playing. But no, like, they look like ass, and they got a justifiable ranking because of it. Did Rimouski beat the Huskies, by the way? Did that happen? Because I have Dremmings in my DMs telling me that They're in the playoff race. I think so. That's fucking crazy. And I thought the Huskies were actually going to be something. How the hell do you lose to the Rimouski Oceanic, which are, like, the Rimouski Oceanic are the worst team in the league, or at least they should be the worst team in the league. How do they lose that? Thank you for telling me, Blue Leaf. That's so crazy to me. Any other bad takes you want to talk to me? MJ? MJ, give me a bad take that isn't Israel-Palestine. Give me a single other bad take, because I've self-admitted. Give me a single other take that is not Israel-Palestine that I've given. That's bad. Kyle Rittenhouse, I'm gonna make some enemies about this one, because my take about Kyle Rittenhouse was 100% correct. 1,000,000,000% correct. I do not know what crack you're smoking, my friend. I don't like Kyle Rittenhouse either. What was your take? It was self-defense. It was 100% self-defense. The whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing was like self-defense, and it was crazy that people were trying to like treat him as some fucking mass murderer. It was insane. It was like an insane time in like political history, I guess. Like you can dislike the kid. I think like it's fine to dislike him. I think he's like probably annoying, probably not a great person, but he's not guilty of murder. And the courts exonerated him because of that. Like, if you watch any of those videos, it's like, yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse was getting fucking attacked. And then he shot the people who attacked him. Alright? It's unfortunately about as simple as that. He was walking around with a gun beforehand. That doesn't mean you don't have a right to self-defense. Just because I walk around acting like a dickhead doesn't mean that I can't defend myself if somebody tries to fucking kill me. Or at least somebody is acting like they're gonna try to kill me. What are you talking about? Just because you have a gun out in the open does not mean you are not allowed to, you know, your rights to self-defense are not waived because you're walking around with a gun. Well, you can say what he did was immoral. He shouldn't be walking around with a gun. That is an immoral action. Would you not feel threatened? I'm not threatened enough to fucking attack the guy with a gun. What the fuck are you talking about? No, I would feel threatened, but I wouldn't fucking attack him and try to kill him. I would not attack the guy with a fucking gun. Are we stupid? Yes, I will. Yeah, that's how I feel threatened. That's how I react when I see somebody with a gun. I attack them, yes. Clearly a smart thing to do. Multiple school shootings? Motherfucker, they were attacking. What? I think, dude, I swear, I don't know if MJ's trying to rage bait. Did you actually just try to compare a school shooting to Kyle Rittenhouse? Please tell me we're not serious. Please tell me we're not serious. I don't want to overuse the term rage bait, because I know like anytime somebody has a dumb opinion, I always say they're trying to rage bait. But it's like, dude, that's like can you not clearly see like the obvious contradiction? No, MJ, I'm gonna help you through this. Okay, I'm gonna help you through this. What's the can you name a difference? Okay, yes, they are both openly carrying firearms, but what's the difference between Kyle Rittenhouse's use of his firearm versus a school shooter's use of their firearm? Can you think of any meaningful difference between those two uses of firearm? Yes, they both have firearms. Yes, they're both openly carrying. Can you think of a meaningful difference between the two uses of firearms? Because I understand your analogy, but they are not comparable. They are simply not comparable. You're saying that people don't attack people with guns because they feel threatened? I saw you a similar case. No. 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 I'm telling you, think about intent. A school shooter is not holding a gun because a school shooter is holding a gun to attack people. They are aggressive. They are attacking people using a gun. Kyle Rittenhouse, did not attack anybody with a gun. Kyle Rittenhouse did not aggress on somebody with a gun. Kyle Rittenhouse was not shooting people was not shooting people willy-nilly with a gun because he didn't like them. Kyle Rittenhouse shot people because they were attacking him. There was one thing happened before the other. When you attack the school shooter, that's because you're getting shot at, because you're trying not to die. Kyle Rittenhouse was shooting people because he didn't want to die, because people were attacking him. One thing happened before the other. Okay? And that's a very critical difference. Why do you think they were attacking him? Because they thought, now it depends which person you're talking about. Because the first person that attacked him because he's a fucking psycho. And then he got shot because he tried to fucking attack Kyle Rittenhouse because he's a psycho, and that guy is a fucking idiot. The other people that were shot attacked Kyle Rittenhouse because they thought Kyle Rittenhouse was shooting people. And so then they attacked him because of that. That is not a good reason to attack somebody. Because you thought that they were doing something. You don't need to think a school shooter is shooting up the school because there's no reason to have a gun in a school. There's a very justifiable reason to have a gun in a protest. It's a very, like, you can say it's stupid, and I'd agree with you. I don't think you should have guns in a protest, but you can understand why somebody would feel the need to bring a gun to a protest, especially a protest that was known for burning down businesses. I'm sorry. I think Black Lives Matter was a great movement, but they were burning down fucking businesses. They were rioting. Feel you wouldn't do anything? I talked to an authority about it. If I saw a bunch of shit ton of people open carrying, I'd talk to somebody. I wouldn't fucking attack them. What would you do, MJ? If you saw somebody open carrying a firearm, would you go up to them and fucking try to kill them? Would you try to take their gun away from them? Do you think that would work? You think you'd walk up to them and start running at them and say, yeah? How do you think they're going to interpret that? Random guy running up to me, looking aggressive, acting aggressive. Man, I just think he wants to come up and say hi and hug me and say, man, I feel really uncomfortable with you holding a firearm. Yeah, man, that's going to work. No. What? Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. I feel like I'm going insane. Well, you cannot be serious. Yeah, alright. See, this is why I didn't want to get into the Kyle Rittenhouse argument. Because there's no, like, there's no good reason for him to be seen as, like, some kind of killer. There's no good argument, and yet I get shit for it. Whatever. Life goes on. Kyle Rittenhouse is very over. So you're like, yes, that's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. Thank you for correctly interpreting my opinion on this, MJ. Jesus. That's how I know. Acting all constitutional? What the fuck are you talking about? What a crazy pivot, by the way. What an insane pivot. Don't actually address any of my actual arguments, MJ. No, don't address any of my arguments. That's how I know either you're not taking this seriously or you don't, like... Either you're stupid or you're rage baiting, and I don't know which one it is. Dude, you did not. You did not address a single one of my arguments. You need to tell me why Kyle Rittenhouse's why Kyle Rittenhouse was not acting in self-defense. You need to tell me why Kyle Rittenhouse was not acting in self-defense, because that's the only thing that matters. The only argument is, was Kyle Rittenhouse acting in self-defense? If the answer is yes, then Kyle Rittenhouse is innocent. If Kyle Rittenhouse was not acting in self-defense, then he's guilty. Then he's a guilty piece of shit, and he should go to jail for murder, or at least manslaughter. But you need to make a compelling argument why Kyle Rittenhouse was not acting in self-defense. It just, like, the whole Kyle Rittenhouse situation was so fucked for me, because it just felt like a bunch of people just heard, like, Black Lives Matter protesters shot. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like there can be a take here. I just hated that entire time in, like, political history, because it felt like so many, like, this is my problem that I have with, like, the Democratic establishment in general, is that, like, I have a lot of problems with Democrats and the way that they campaign and the way that they promote themselves and all that shit. Like, you can talk about so many problems, but then there are times like this where it feels like so many of, like, the Democrats and the liberals just feel so insane, and I feel like yeah, they are also equally as partisan and equally as partisan as, like, as we claim the Republicans are. Like, we claim we are the party of not being partisan. We are the party of facts and logic, right? That we are the Democrats. We are the party that actually listens to the science. And then, like, you give them a situation like this where, you know, people just hear, you know, BLM protesters shot, and it must be a bad thing, and it must have been a terrible thing, and the guy who must have done it must have been a murderer. It's the only solution, right? And it feels like it just shows that, like, you know, it doesn't matter what side you're on. It just feels like a lot of people are just very short-sighted and don't do a lot of analysis and thinking about what they're reading or what they're seeing or what they're believing, right? They'll believe what social media tells them. And it sucks. That's why I kind of, like, hate the Twitter revolution, because Twitter just proved that how stupid people were. People weren't smarter back in the day. People weren't more well-informed back in the day. People just had news. The only news sources that people had were better. People couldn't get their information from Twitter. All they had was the newspaper. They got the newspaper in the morning. That's all they could read for the news. And the newspaper was good, and the newspaper was smart, and the newspaper had ethics. And, you know, you can complain as much as you want about the media, but the media has 10 times the ethical obligations, 10 times... They're 10 times better news sources than any individual on Twitter. And then once Twitter came out, people, like, it just showed how quick people were to believe anything. People are so quick to believe anything they read. And then the news died because of it. And we're watching the slow decline of, like, news. It's dying. It is. Like, news and reporters, that concept it's slowly dying because people have realized that it's just so much easier to just make up bullshit. And you'll get the same, you'll get more views if you just fucking lie. You'll do better. That's so crazy. How the f do I miss that? That's crazy. Mira's with the jinx of a lifetime. Damn, my game volume is super loud, by the way. I did not realize how loud my game volume was. Do you support open carry? No, I don't. Open carry's stupid. I did fuck up level 5. I fucked it up multiple times today, Miras. That's the thing. I don't support open carry. I used to, back in the day, but I've changed my position. I think generally it's just not a good thing. I support concealed carry. I think concealed carry is fine. But I think if you're walking around with a gun, I just think that it lowers the threshold of what it takes. It just open carry turns what should be like a fist fight into a dead guy. Right? You need to have very strict requirements about who's allowed to have guns. And open carry just... It just makes everybody more tense. Nobody feels safe around guns. Or at least some people do feel safe, but it's like, I don't trust some random fucker to walk around with a gun. I don't know who the hell you are. Why should I trust you with a firearm, right? Unless you trust the American public more than the cops, which is, you know, a hot take for sure. Do you trust the kind of guy who wants to open carry versus the cops, right? It's, you know. Holy shit. Can we lock in? Fuck! I'm glad. Oh my god, I'm so happy I lost that run. Oh, Jesus. Man, the ending of my YouTube video would be it would suck so bad. The ending of my YouTube video would be so trash. Just me talking about open carry and then I hit the fucking run. Oh my god, I'd cry. The worst ending. Every time I see videos of ice, I get that Draymond Green graphic in my head. I get that. That's fair. I think that's understandable. Immigration is a funny thing. I don't like illegal immigrants, but I also have sympathy and I have understanding for why illegal immigrants are illegal. Right? Would you kick out every immigrant if you had the option? No. I wouldn't. I would not kick out illegal immigrants right now. I think I've talked about this. I think the way that you solve immigration in the United States is you need a massive reform to the immigration system, and then you need a zero tolerance policy on illegal immigration, basically. That's the only way you solve it, right? It's having some massive overall fix to the way we deal with immigration, and then just putting in a zero tolerance policy. Oh, sorry, no, it takes 3 steps. It takes... Step 1 is to totally rework. Step 2 is to make all the illegal immigrants that are in the country legal. And then the third step is to make it all ban illegal. If we ever find you being illegal, you're just gone. No more illegal immigrants ever. You're just insta-kicked. The entire market for illegal immigration would just collapse instantly. Yeah, exactly. Not make it easy. Make it less fucking sucky. The real problem is that people, like... The real problem with illegal immigration is that, like, some people, like, just... I like immigration. I think immigration is a good thing. But I think that I would like everybody who immigrates to be legal. So we can document them. And they can, like, you know, be documented. And they don't have to live in fucking fear of not having, like, a SSN or something, some shit. Yeah, legal immigration, like, the system is really, really bad. It takes forever. There's no, like, good asylums. It sucks. The legal immigration system is horrible. And we need some way to fix that. Yeah, we need to fix that system. And in the meantime, we can't have, like, a bunch of people who want to live in the United States. Like, we can't just, like, keep them on hold forever. We need to get them in, get them out. Are you in, are you out? And then we can go from there. And then we can quibble over how many immigrants do we want or something. But, like, eventually there needs to be a zero tolerance policy on illegal immigration. For our immigration policy to ever see, like, for people to stop being illegal immigrants, there needs to be a zero tolerance policy at some point. Very, very far in the future when we finally fix our system. But I think people want to add in the zero tolerance policy before they fix the system, and that's the problem. They're like, oh, I want a zero tolerance policy, but I don't want to fix the system that created this massive illegal immigration problem. Right? It's like, no, you fix what's causing the issue, and then you can stop you have to plug the wound. You have to stop the wound from bleeding before you clean up the blood on the floor, right? Like when I cut my hand in the kitchen, I'm not concerned about the blood all over the counter. I'm concerned about my finger that's bleeding, right? So let's fix the finger problem, and then we can get to, like, the blood on the kitchen counter problem. This feels like a very, like, you know, just, like incremental steps here. But the real problem with immigration is that there's just not the political will to do anything about it. Because there was an immigration bill, and then Donald Trump killed it, and nobody wants to do anything about it. Because there's no political capital for solving illegal immigration, because there are just bigger problems. For as big of a problem as illegal immigration is, for as big of a problem as normal legal immigration is, there are bigger problems. There are bigger problems. There are just larger problems. Like if you put a gun to my head and said, "Sheep, would you rather have universal health care? Or would you fix illegal immigration?" You know what? Fuck it. I'd say healthcare, bro. I would do it. I'd fix put a gun to my head. Would you rather fix the national debt, or would you rather fix illegal immigration, brother? I'm choosing the debt every day. I'm balancing our budget before, first and foremost. All right. There are just gigantic problems, bro. Balanced budget, what is that? Who knows? I mean, we haven't suffered the consequences yet. Don't worry. Eventually that debt will hit. And when that debt hits, either it gets repaid, or the entire or the entire global economic system collapses. There's two options here. Either people are able to pay back their debts, or the entire global economic system collapses. And that will be bad. Come hand in hand in some way now. I mean, yeah, to a certain extent. But I think it just comes in, like, with smart governance, right? When we don't have to massively debt spend to stimulate our economy, I mean, like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of... What do you mean? Like, dude, the national debt is, like, what, 40 trillion or something? It's crazy. Ever since Nixon fucked up everything. Shout out to Nixon. Every time a president starts massively spending when they're in an economic boom, I think they're terrible presidents. Everybody loved Donald Trump when he started spending like crazy in the fucking biggest economic boom period we've ever had. Oh my god, Trump was so good for the economy. No, you fuckers. He ruined the economy, and then Joe Biden had to come in and clean up his mistakes. But no, that's not what the American voters base sees. They see Donald Trump was great. When Donald Trump was in office, the economy was great. That means Donald Trump was great for the economy. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Ah! I could fucking scream how stupid it is. Yes, 100%. Obama came in for 8 years, solved the fucking 2009 crisis. He brought us into a good economy, and then Trump came in, started massively fucking spending. And then when shit crashed, it was worse. Shit was always gonna crash, okay? Shit was always gonna crash. That's how the economy goes. There are boom and there are bust periods. That is just the nature of the economy. You cannot fix that. Hello, K4 Lit, by the way. I saw your name. I wanted to say your name before I get into this crazy rant. But no, what I'm trying to say is like, yo, like, you need to, like, exercise restraint, you fucker. But they don't. Obama was great for the economy. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you caught me at a terrible time. You did great. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I did the best with a bad situation, I think. The whole Ghost of Wave thing was like, it wasn't built out of like any good character decisions, okay? It was built out of a fucking massive disdain for what happened in Generation 2. Alright? I just had a lot of hatred in my heart for having to play in Gen 2, and And so the character was built out of like trying to like, I don't know. My character was not a good character, but I tried to make it interesting to some extent. Told you it was fire. It was not a good character. Like, no character that is based off of like insanity. Like, it's so hard to like yeah, exactly. Like, my character was built to make something happen, but that isn't a good character fundamentally. My character was a response to what had happened. So it's like, I think I made the best out of a bad situation for sure, because I had nowhere to really go with my character. So I think I did the best with what I did, with what I could, but fundamentally, you know, I think that I'm just glad that people are doing things. Ultimately, like, even though I failed and I had like my one moment, and then I'm like, my history will be forgotten. All right, I will be forgotten as a character in the grand story of this progeny thing. I think that's a good thing. I had a blast. No, I think it was fun for like the time being, but like the problem is that like I had to die. I built a character that kind of I had to die, because there's no way like you could have kept me alive or made me a martyr. Like you had to kill me in the way that you did. That's the only way it could have worked, or else I would have like, because like let's say theoretically I am successful in the assassination of Matthias. Like then what? Then what? I guess is the question, right? My character just becomes like, is still just insane and just like kind of wallows in his own insanity. I mean, I had places I could have gone with the character, but ultimately I think that the way that things happened was probably for the best. And I hope that more people like, man, I just really wanted Matthias to die, bro. I think if Flux had died, bro, oh my god, I would have been so peak. I think that if I had been successful in killing Flux and then I would have been murdered, oh my god, me and Flux both dying, that would have been the best option. Because then I'm dead, and you don't have to deal with my insanity anymore, and then you have Flux dead, and then you get the whole, like, the Eren power succession arc where everybody's fucking arguing about who's the next Emperor of Eren. Oh my god, how peak would that be, bro? Fuck! I'm so mad I didn't get him. Oh, Jesus. I had to jump him, I know I did, but oh man. If I could have gotten him, bro, oh, imagine how peak it would have been, bro. Imagine how fucking peak it was. Sorry, I'm dreaming. But I think that now that Kenneth is dead, now that things are happening, I think that, yeah, Progeny's in a really good spot, and I hope that you guys have a lot of fun. Politically unaware. What about you guys? That's fine, Nork, sorry. No, I'm just saying, like, for Progeny, it would have been, I think that Progeny is in a really good spot right now. I think that you need to keep up the pace. I think that the first week of Progeny Gen 3 is so much fun, and I so hope it keeps going that way. Even though I can't be a part of it, I think that at least I got to generate a little bit of that, like, excitement. And so now, hopefully that excitement can continue, and things can get more tense, and people can have more beef with each other, and then, you know, maybe not wars, but, like, hopefully, like, things become, like, I think wars are a good ending to any Civ event, but still, you know. Something with air, man, oh my, there's so many exciting things that could happen, and so we'll see where everything goes. All good things. If I have to die for good things to happen, then fuck it. Nothing ever, no, that's the thing, nothing ever happens, psych. It was the complete opposite. Everything happened, and it was great. Everything happened, and it was fucking phenomenal. It was a great couple days playing Civ events. I got to chill in Eren Castle. I got to listen to all the drama. It was all fun. And then I have to die as a result, all right? I have to die as a result for something to happen, and that is ultimately the main goal. That's why I play in these Civ events, okay? Death, life, it's meaningless, okay? Death is the goal for every Civ event you play in. Rethink your approach to Civ events. If you're not dying in your next Civ event, then what are you doing? I had the privilege of dying. Worried sick? Exact. I have the privilege of dying in a Civ event. That's what you should be thinking. How can I get my character to the point that my death means something? How do I make myself die? Because when you die, it means you were important in some way. You did something. You should die. You should seek to die. Because if you're never putting your life in danger, then what the fuck are you doing? You're sitting there doing nothing. Put yourself in danger. You should die. Dying is good. Dying is great. I can't remember the last Civ event I lived to the end to. I mean, no, I'm not joking. Seriously, put yourself in danger. If you are never at risk of dying, then that was boring. Put yourself at risk of dying. Put yourself in real serious risk of not being able to keep your life. Because when you do, oh my god, it's more peak. More peak comes out of it when there's real, actual threat. That's when peak happens. And if you want to create peak, if you want to be a part of peak, then you have to take the risks. Because peak comes with a P. Alright, you have to take the risks. Thank you. That's my rant done. Die in Minecraft Civ events. Now watch this drive. That's how all my rants go, okay? Don't get it twisted. No, you fucking car! I want to cry. Death and Legacy. Based. Based. That's how you know Legacy is going to be peak. I'm saying trueness a lot, but there's also a lot of interesting plots that may happen without the risk of life or death of character. For example, I think me and Race is season 3 that despite losing my nation, I fought tooth and nail on the front lines. Exactly. No, but that's the thing. That, like, when I say you should die, what I'm saying is not that you should, like, go out of your way to jump off a fucking cliff. The fact you put yourself at risk of death. Alright, there was a real, genuine risk that you could have died. And if you died in the pursuit of that, then that is a good death. Then you should die in that case. But you didn't. And you lived and you fought through and you still had a peak, but that's the thing. There was risk. That's the important part. It's not, I say, you should die. It's because I suck at the game. I die because I suck at the game. And I always set up situations where I end up dying regardless, alright? Because I'm not very good at PvP. And, it bites me in the ass every time, and I'm fine with that. But I put myself in situations where where my character could die. Okay? And that's what's important, alright? You should seek death, because when you live, it just makes the whole plot that much better. You should look for death, because if you don't, then it makes everything better. That's all I'm saying, alright? Look for death, and if it doesn't find you, then you know you're blessed. That's all I'm saying. Should I die, Mr. 03? Yes, Zombie Magikarp, you should die right now. No. But that's all I'm trying to say. Make peak, alright? Don't be a pussy with your story. Make peak. Mr. Right away. I'm so glad I'm having such a positive impact on the youth. That's all I'm trying to say. Man, I thought I would have no viewers. What the fuck is happening? Why do I have all these viewers, bro? Yeah, I really hope Progeny goes well. I'm rooting for... I'm not rooting for you or anybody. I'm rooting for good story. Big viewer stop. Look, all I'm trying... Look, K4, I'm not rooting for anybody. I'm rooting for good storytelling. And I hope that, like, when I ask somebody for, like, a rundown on what happened in the event, like, when I fucking talk to Charles... That's Redbad, by the way. When I talk to, like, Redbad in the fucking DMs and I ask him, like, what happened... I want him to tell me some cool shit. I want him to tell me some crazy shit happened. That's what I want to hear, bro. That's all I want to hear. And you're going to be a part of that. I'm not saying what you should do. But I am saying you should murder Matthias. I'm saying that you should all come together as like a giant Julius Caesar moment and you should all stab him in the back together. And then you should all fight for the throne together. That's what should happen. But... I'm saying you turn his ass into Julius Caesar right the fuck now, okay? You light his ass up. Now, I'm not saying you should do that, but I am saying you should do that. The newest skin. Damn it. The EU cunts. Hello, LolTeasy, by the way. I saw your message. LolTeasy. The first thing is idealization. Yeah, you know what? Welcome to the club, buddy. You don't want to talk to me about backstabbing people. I am the person that backstabs people the fucking least, okay? Ask any single person that I've ever been a bodyguard for in any civ event, bro. I'm not good at doing backstabs, unfortunately. So I'm not the person to talk about it. So I am such a bootlicker. Dude, I'm such a fucking bootlicker. It's crazy. I was a Spood bootlicker. I was a Mr. Rempel bootlicker. I was a goddamn Sed bootlicker in Gen 2. I was a Sed bootlicker. God, I'm such a fucking bootlicker. It's actually gross. My tongue is infected. I admit that. I gotta kill somebody. I genuinely gotta backstab some motherfucker. You know what? Next civ event we play in, we're backstabbing, boys. I've made it official. We're killing. I want any leader that I work for to be afraid for their life. You're dying. And Sheepo 3 will be the cause of that death. I will backstab your ass. It will not be pleasant. Alright? I'm tired of being Mr. Goody Two-Shoes. You know what? I'm sick of it. Sheep's a bad boy now, okay? I'm gonna wear a leather jacket and shades. And ride around on a motorcycle. The stutter wasn't part of Arlo's character. Fuck you. Dude, I went into that prison cell and I had no idea what I was gonna do. I went into that prison cell and I'm like, oh dude, it's cooked. They caught me and I'm like, shit, I'm not ready to make a speech. Oh my goodness. Dude, on the prison ride over, I had to lock in to be like, okay, I gotta think of some shit to say. Cause they're gonna start asking me a bunch of questions. I gotta start thinking of some shit to say, and it just became the Joker. You know? It became the Joker, and you know what? I'm happy with that. It became the Joker, and that's fine. Because I think I did a pretty good Joker, so. At the end of the day, it worked out, so. That's a cool skin. Those eyes are so detailed. That's crazy work. God forbid a white boy catches a vibe. Yeah, there it is. Mirror's got me. God, referring to myself as a white boy is such a easy joke, dude. God, it's so free, dude. It's so free. All the baddies love it, dude. All the baddies love a groovy white boy, dude. And I've been saying it. God. I just imagine what it would be like if any of the people that I work with saw me like this. The wave baddies, real shit. Baddies are you talking about? Baddies are you talking about that like whiter boys? I feel like, wait, isn't like the stereotype that white boy, like mid white boys pull like 10 out of 10s? Is that not like the meme? That somehow every like No? I thought I'm tripping. Maybe I'm gassing up white boys too much. No, but I think I could talk about like the sociological ramifications. I'm gay, I guess. I think maybe the cultural experience is different for sure, but like I think definitely for like it feels like I know that there's like jokes about like Asian women dating white men, or at least white men dating Asian women. That's like a pretty common like. You guess I'm gay? No, I said I guess like you have a different like you have a different interpretation of things because you probably see and experience different things because of your sexuality. So I'm saying it's natural that you would have a different interpretation of the world. Culture is a weird thing. I know I'm pulling your leg. You're trying to, dude. Everybody's gonna. Don't worry. Sheepo3 has been accused of every ism under the book. Okay, this is not a. This is a pretty common joke. Kind of. I feel like me making the kind of jokes that I make and kind of talking about the stuff that I do. I think it kind of just comes with the territory, right? If I'm gonna be like the stereotypical like white straight. Neurotypical like heterosexual guy, right? I think like it kind of comes with the territory, especially in these parts where, you know, I am the butt of the joke for being like, you know, evil. I think that's fine. I think those are funny jokes. I think that's cool. I think it's fine to make them, and I think I play into them at least a little bit, or at least I try to play into them, but not like too much. I think there are definite limits. Sometimes I get too into the character, and then I'll just, you know... See, see, now you have Sheepo3 talking about Sheepo3 and like a... Sheepo3 is analyzing Sheepo03. And whenever you get into that territory, either that means that I'm talking too much or stream has gone on too long. And I think in this case... I'm slowly going insane, playing Red Ball over and over again. You'd be surprised how much we end up in, like, this existential territory whenever I'm playing Red Ball. Like, they meant different things. I did. I was just using all, like, the words I could think of, okay? Zombie Magikarp. How can I express how much of a cracker I am? That's right, I used a slur. A slur afforded to me by the color of my skin. I'm taking it back, okay? God, I'm so damn hungry right now, bro. I want dinner. I'm a hungry gamer. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was a fucking character, bro. Was he not like the goofiest guy ever? I could never be that goofy. I could never be that goofy. I am too bound by social norms of like being normal, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. I am too bound by social normacy. You are that goofy? Oh. Nah. There's difference between being goofy in private and being goofy in public. Jim Carrey was that goofy. He was raw dogging it anywhere, anytime. I am not him. You see me in the work, bro. Zombie Magikarp, if you saw me at work, you would not recognize me, okay? I'm such a professional gamer. When I'm at work, I'm shaking people's hands. It's a pleasure working with you. It's so good to meet you. You should have seen me today, bro. Oh my god. A model of professionalism. A model of professionalism I was. And I was boring as hell, bro. That's all I did. I was boring and I said, yes. Thank you so much for talking to me. I really appreciate it. That's all I did. I was a swell goddamn gamer, dude. Can I get a potential man image for sheep? There's got to be things that I talk about that never happens. The feats of Sheep03. I am street tier, for sure. Don't get it twisted. I am street tier, alright? But I like it here. I like it on the streets. I've lost all my runs at 8, so either I lose it at 7. Oh, you know what? Hey, we get a new place to lose runs. Hell yeah. Sheep03 feet for free. My feet are not that pretty. I actually have... Dude, okay, you know what? Okay. I've had some weird shit with my feet for a while. Diabolical fumble. No, but okay, so the problem with my fucking feet is I think I have bad shoes or something. Either I have bad shoes or my shoes just don't fit my feet at all. Because the problem I've been running into, or at least they've been here for a while, I just have these like hard nubs on my big toe. They're like blisters that have been like built off of like for a very long time. Oh my god. I'm gonna like hold on, I wanna look at my feet now. Hold on. Yeah, dude, I just, like, at the top, like, at the very middle of my big toe, I just have this little nub of, like, rock-hard skin. And I'm like, okay, that's gotta be from, like, that's gotta be, like, a blister that's been rubbed again and again and again that's just there. My heels are also pretty, like, pretty solid. My feet are not soft and beautiful, okay? They're hard. They got an awkward amount of hair on them. Not like enough to be hairy, but not enough to be like clean. A weird amount of hair. My feet are not pretty. If I was on the feet decks or whatever, I would have a low score. My feet are not beautiful. I guess the question is what makes an attractive foot, and I don't really know. Because I'm not into feet like other people are into feet. Other people are just really into feet. I don't know what drives them. And I can't go inside their brains, and honestly, it's kind of a shame. I don't know what makes a foot pretty. You're not? I'm into plenty of shit, Zombie Magikarp, but those are things that we don't talk about on stream, because that's fucking weird. And I did say fucking very intentionally there. I wanted to express how weird it was. I'm just not into feet. I don't get it. Well, like, what is the difference between a good feet and a bad feet? What is the are there characteristics of a foot that makes it more or less attractive? You don't need to know what I'm into. Paint your nails white and now you're good. Huh? I try to keep my my nails in check for the most part. I don't know what you guys do with your nails, but I think that you should all get nail files and just file down your nails. I keep my nails really short. I don't know how long you guys keep your nails. I keep mine really short. I hate long nails. Maybe it's just like the water polo in me that I'm so used to having short nails. But what I just like every time they get like too long, I'll just cut them down and I'll sand them off. They're pretty uneven for the most part. They're not. My nails are uneven as hell. Okay? But they, you know, it gets the job done. And they don't look horrible, and they're not going to cut anybody with sharp edges or whatever. Because I file them. File down your nails, please. Don't leave your nails sharp and rough and rugged. Sand them down, boys. We used to do that in water polo. We would do nail checks before each game because you couldn't have long, like, your nails can be too long in water polo, or else you could scratch people. Now, that didn't stop people from scratching people, but still, you know, your nails had to be really short. And so what they would make you do is that if the ref checked your nails and they were too long, what you would have to do is you'd have to go down on the pool deck, and you'd have to use the pool deck as a nail file. You'd have to just scratch your nails in the pool deck until they fucking grinded and until you grinded them down. It wasn't very pleasant, but it worked. Because guess what? Pool decks are not very smooth. Pool defs are rocky as heck. And for good reason. I was a setter for volleyball. True. All good and valid reasons to not have long-ass nails. I just hate long-ass nails as well, because I just hate the clicking sounds. Whenever you, like, I hate the girls with the super long nail. I hate the nail extensions. I hate the nail extensions. The fake nails that are super long and they're super clicky. Ugh. Yeah. I hate those. Those sounds, they gross. I hate the sounds. Yeah. It always felt like in high school, all the worst. My boyfriend wanted me to get long nails because, you know, I hated them. All the worst girls that I talked to in high school always had the long nails. All the most annoying, like, fat, like, the women that were, the girls that were the most annoying, they always had the longest nails. Now, I was a nerd in high school. But, man, were some of those chicks so annoying. The John Jugos, yeah. Not even, like, annoying. Like, annoying just, like, in the very, like, prissy, like, bossy, like, you know, I'm cool and you're not, kind of. Like, very, like, I'm, like, very much, like, ego. I'm cool, you're not cool. And so I'm gonna talk it down to you. And it's like, dude, you're such a fucking bitch. And I use the B word. You're a bitch. And you suck. And you have long nails, and every time and you're stupid too. That's the thing that kills me. It's not even that, like, you're talking down to me and you're smart. You're dumb as fucking bricks. I'm in this math class. I'm in this math class because I want to go to stats. You're in this math class because that's the only math class you could pass. If I wanted to pass pre-calc, I could pass pre-calc. Your ass could not do that shit. You're dumb as fucking rocks, and your long-ass nails that tap on the desk every damn day and make me want to fucking scream. And you can't goddamn solve the area of a damn... You couldn't find the area of a damn triangle if it was staring you in the face. Yeah, stuttering over myself. Oh yeah, sorry, Norsar. I threw away another run that got past 6. There was nothing special. It wasn't even like a cool throw. It was just like... I did some dumb shit on 7. Dude, 0.4 is like not even that big of a deal. If it's green, it's fine. Okay. You did stats before pre-calc? No, I skipped pre-calc. I took an alternate path where basically I was on the path to take so in my school it was like Alg 2, and then you had a choice where you could either go into pre-calc and then calc BC and then calc AB. AB and then BC, like there were 2 calc classes, and so with the smart so all the smart kids were accelerated, so they would do pre-calc, then calc AB, then calc BC, then stats. They would do all of that and then stats. And then some people, they would do pre-calc, then calc BC, and then stats, right? They would skip calc AB because calc AB was advanced. But I just wanted stats. I didn't care about calc because I thought stats was more important to me. So I was on like the normal math trajectory, or at least like a slightly accelerated one, where I would have ended up taking, I think, calc AB. I would do pre-calc, and then calc AB and then calc BC. I would take like the normal route. But I didn't want to do calc. So I basically went intentionally to the dumber class. I went to like the remedial math class intentionally because that was the only route I could do to get to stats. That's the only, like, I needed that class so I could take stats. So I sat for a year in the dumb kids class so I could do stats because I really wanted to do stats. That's all. There was no other way for me to get to stats because there were 2 routes, and the only other route was for me to hang out with dumb kids. And also it was like, why would I not take, like, why do I want to take a fucking super hard pre-calc class that all my classmates are like crying about? Like, oh, dude, it was like, dude, I remember I heard horror stories about people having to take pre-calc, dude, and I'm like, hell no. Why the fuck would I not just take an easier math class when I don't need calc? I don't care about calc. Calc is not going to serve me any benefit in my life and stats are going to very much, like, having a stats knowledge is, like, very much a huge benefit to me. Somebody who wants to go into political science where data is everything, like, what the f do you mean? Stats are super important to me. So yeah, it was, like, it was kind of a no-brainer in that case. Like, just take an easier class and then I get to the class I actually want to take. Like, why do you want me to suffer through fucking pre-calc, dude? Hell no. I'd argue I'm smarter for not having to suffer through pre-calc. I'd argue. Okay. Calc is short for calculator. It is. I just really hated using calculators. Hold up. Son of a bitch! Sorry. Sorry. I swore. I swore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What a cheesy way to lose 8-2. Yeah, dude. My 7 is going, like, great, and then I just screw it up on 8, man. My 8 has been tragic. Is 8 p.m.? No, I go to bed at 10. I go to bed at 10. No. I go to bed at 10. I have, like, after this, I have, like, another hour to chill, alright? This is not like the days of yonder, okay? I work out in the mornings, Miras. I'd like to remind you, I work out in the mornings. And I'm not wasting an hour and a half traveling from place to place. I have an hour. The hour that I'm gonna have before I go to bed used to be used on travel. Now, it is used on pure bliss. And jacking off. That's right. I saved an hour of my day so I could goon harder. You hate to admit it. The state of California supports gooning. Future Secretary of State? Imagine. Imagine I somehow gain some kind of political authority. God. What a creature I must have been. Like, imagine I become somehow some kind of political authority on anything. Gosh. What a sad universe we must live in. The problem is I would need to be like, I need to get all buddy. If I wanted to become the Secretary of State, I need to become all buddy-buddy with, like, the governor. I need to start making friends in high places. And I don't think I've got that dog in me. Because that takes work. That takes, like, serious, like, networking. And that's just not something I want to do. Unless, like, the new governor just does, like, a fucking, like, they pull names out of a hat. We're gonna choose one random California citizen to be nominated as the Secretary of State. And then they just happen to pull out my name. Would I say yes to that position? If they offered me the Secretary of State job right now, would I take it? Oh, man, that's actually a really good question. Man. It'd be such a fat pay raise, but it'd be so much work, dude. I would probably have to stop streaming, because there's just no way. I'd be such a PR nightmare. Yeah. That's the problem. It's like, dude, I would be such a PR nightmare. No, the thing, I'd be too honest. That's my problem. I would be way too, like, straightforward. the media would ask me a question and I just answer it. And like, that's good for the most part, but sometimes you're just too honest. Like, what if I end up going on a rant about how the voters are stupid? What happens? What happens when they start pulling up the clips of Sheepo30 saying the voter base is stupid? What happens then? Right? It's like, it just doesn't go well. It doesn't go well. The people are not gonna like me. Fuck it. You know what? I'd take it. Just for the memes. Just because it would be funny. If I was the Secretary of State. If I got offered the position right now, I think it'd be really funny if I was the Secretary of State. And I would be the funniest Secretary of State that's ever been had in the history of the fucking California government. I'd have to buy a bunch of suits, though. That would suck. I'd have to wear a suit every day to work. God. And I don't even have, like, a hot wife waiting at home to, like, you know, like... I can't, like, exit my house and, like, my wife comes up to me and helps straighten my tie for me. You know, it's like, oh, honey, I'm going out to work. I can't even do that. I can't even have, like, the traditional nuclear family, okay? I'd be single as fuck. God, what a tragedy it would be. Stay with me. This song is such a banger. I think I might call... You know what? I'm not going to call it. Not quite yet. Next time I get past 6. If I get past 6, like, very soon, then I'll stop. But I don't think that'll happen, so... Make it to 9. Well, you know. About that. Well, you know. Oh man, how do I fuck up the back half of 3? Damn. I landed with such a thud. My eyes just instinctively flicked up because I thought my ball was just gonna go flying. Like, I did the hard part of level 3 and then I just, you know, I messed it up on the back end. Look at that time. Oh, look at that time. Wolfie won the goal. You're kidding. Bro, raw dog that shit? I guess I mean, doesn't that mean he gets an invite to the championship? If he wants to go, if he's gonna go. Fuck it. He gets, damn, he won the global damn, that's insane. Oh, I gotta look. I'm kind of curious now. Wait, when did this happen? Is this like a recent thing? Third Global Challenge 2026. What? September 2025, I see. If I go to r/VGC, they must be talking about it. Never mind. They ain't talking about shit in r/VGC. They're actually... Where do I find the results? I do not know where I can find the results. I cannot help you. Okay, I'm sorry. 2025 Global Challenge 1 on Liquipedia. Is Liquipedia going to be my hero? The 2025 was held on the weekend of 20th and the 22nd of September. This did not say Wolfie won. What? What are you looking at that said Wolfie won? This is telling me some guy called Nick Oh no. Nick Navere? It's telling me some guy called Nick Navere won. Where did you see this? Oh no, this was in 2024. Oh, never mind. What? I thought this was 2026. 26 Global Challenge 1. Toller Web. When was this held? This was held... Oh no, this was held in August. What are you... This feels like a bait. See, now you got me all fucked up and confused, bruh. I don't see anybody talking about the global challenge. Scraw VGC. Oh, so this is a bait, Miras. You've just baited me. Then link the tweet or something. You gotta link some fucking source. You're not bait. Dude, you gotta link some shit or it didn't happen. Dead-ass. Next time we make it past 3, I'm done for the day, boys. You gotta link some shit. Or I'm a monkey's uncle. Is this a classic case of... Oh no. Miras, I don't want you to make my point for me. I don't want you to just see some shit on Twitter and then just believe it. Oh no. Don't make my point about people, like... Oh no. Okay, I'll trust you. I'll trust the process here, Miras, but... You better cook quickly. Because I feel like this information should be pretty readily available. I could not find a single lick about this global challenge that you were speaking of. Come on now. Yeah. What a shame. Oh well. What is this?
Again, let's break it down. Wolf just won the Grand Challenge, a huge online tournament.
The Grand Challenge. I was looking up Global Challenge. Oh shit, they're talking about the signups. Who won? Oh, Wolf Click. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Yeah, you said, dude, I was looking up there. No, never. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Wolf Click won that shit. Why is nobody talking about this? I feel like this should be I feel like I should have seen something about this. There he is, boys. Glolf Wick. In all of his glory. What was his team? Do we even get to find that information? It says in the video.
That awards championship points. Now, as far as I know, Wolf hasn't made any public statements about his team, but thanks to various players spotting him and a few of my friends playing him in the tournament, we know what his six were. Wolf was playing a team of Farigiraf, Hisuian Typhlosion, Torkoal, Hisuian Lilligant, Dragonite, and Incineroar.
Dragonite and Hisuian Typhlosion is kind of sick. Hisuian Typhlosion, isn't that just like an offensive fucking juggernaut? Just blows up everything? That feels like, it feels like very much like, I guess Torkoal is kind of a funky pick. I guess Trick Room, Farigiraf, and then into Torkoal. But then you got Dragonite as like, oh man, that's a... And then dude, what the hell? That's a crazy team. Either way, I'm going to skedaddle, boys. Fun stream. First stream of many in the dead of night. But hopefully my lighting will improve very, very soon. We'll see what happens. Either way, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. But I've got to get out of here. I'll talk to you gamers later. Peace. Bye.